Side goggling.
Cookies.
Cookies.
All right, Aaron, you said you had a recap prepared.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the Cookie Monster thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That was your drum roll.
we left hither by balloon, piloted by Margot Ruffin. We got interrupted by a big-ass Jabberwock. They tried to kill us, even though I didn't actually know we were there, technically. I don't know.
Wanted to pop the balloon, because that's what
I
Jabberwocks
wanted
do.
to pop the balloon. I had
It was
to face
attacking the
down.
balloon critter.
Yeah. So we crash landed in thither. Took a long rest, making a point of pointing that out. Woke up to find that all the apples were candy. Our fighter was not impressed. We heard singing and found a mushroom named Dahlia taking a butter bath because her boyfriend told her to. Boyfriend was a goblin named Krilla who was trying to eat her. Surprise!
And not in the fun way.
And not in a fun way. He also hit on Pickleheart.
I mean, why wouldn't he?
Yeah. So, Mushroom Gal ran off when she realized the truth. We learned that Granny Nightshade has a ton of kids working in her toy shop. We'll displace her kitty. Toy shop is north-ish. More goblins at Loonlurch Market. Jake pointed in my general direction. We headed off and picked up the smell of wood smoke and mechanical noises that turned out to be a... Oh god, my brain just died.
Nib.
Yes,
Yeah.
what it was...
The spinning wheel.
Spinning wheel, that word, yeah. And... Yeah, Nib was spinning gold into gifts because he was a Scrooge, also a slumlord. One per person, everybody got a thing. There was a wanted poster for Will of the Feywild who runs a group of kids called the Getaway Gang, opposing Granny Nightshade. Hangs out with a tree called the Loke. And that's about it. We also got advice that Granny rides a flying rocking horse and has a key in her back that the better mood she's in, the quicker it moves. When she's heckin' ticked off, it stops.
You are correct.
And that's all I got.
That was the most accurate recounting of the day's events.
And we were offered a place to stay, but it's full of ghosts.
There are some ghosts, yes. That's why he wears the blindfold. He keeps it down so that you cannot see the ghosts of his past.
Yep.
Because they're all ghosts of...
People he wronged.
They're all ghosts of Nib's past. There's no ghost of Nib's present or future.
Does Nib have a kitchen?
He has no future, apparently.
He is unable to leave the cave, so he
Not in the
subsists
month,
entirely in the
it seems.
cave.
Wow.
So-
Okay, darn.
Yeah.
I was going to make cookies.
You could make cookies while you're here if you want.
Yeah.
Because he's got a kitchen, he's got to eat somehow.
So we have cookies.
They'd be spooky cookies.
Spooky cookies.
Ah, there you go.
All right, you may begin with DM inspiration, which you may use at some point. Thank you for doing the recap.
Oh,
Yes.
that is it.
That was very good because I forgot all that.
I made a point of going back and watching it and being like, okay, this.
Making notes while you're watching it.
Yeah, just please don't ask me to take notes. It will be good.
No,
I take notes. They're not good.
I try to take notes during session and then I get distracted and then I'm like, well.
Our friend Hannah takes awesome notes. Every separate event that occurs, she switches to a different color pen, and she's got like a pack of like rainbow markers or something like that.
And she'll doodle in the corners.
So it's like an illustrated manuscript by the time she's done. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I used to do that way and write in the really tiny handwriting, and it was super neat and all that until I died, and then that all went away.
Yeah, everything kind of goes to shit when you die.
Yeah, you lose some abilities.
Okay, so we are currently at Nib's cave, and you guys are holding this wanted poster for one Will of the Feywild.
Do you think there's more than just like one will in this Feywild?
Is there one central and maybe a few satellites? You got a few controlling factors. You said the will of the Feywild. I think the will of the Feywild is chaos.
I mean, we should be all right with that.
Right.
Well, think about it this
But
way:
it's
if
a
there's a
person,
will,
right?
there's
Yeah,
a
will is a
way.
person.
Think about how many ways
Yeah.
there might be if there's a lot of wills.
Exactly. So this is in character because this guy's been down here a while.
Of course.
It's like
Yeah.
I would just frankly just look to get law and order, get out of this. So as we're going through this, if we can find some way out of this place, back to the real world, that would be awesome.
I think we got away, don't we?
But do we have the will?
Not yet. We gotta
Yeah.
get that.
And that's true. You don't have the will, so therefore you don't have the way.
So there you go.
But yeah,
We gotta do stuff first before we
Yeah.
skedaddle.
It's true. There's stuff to be done.
And see.
So
do you think that like he calls himself Will of the Feywild, like the whole thing?
I think he calls himself Will.
Yes, the whole thing. Yes, every time.
I'm just I'm perplexed by this potential.
We'll find out when we meet him.
That's the
Yeah.
much.
And, Nib pipes up and says, "Well, as far as I'm aware, that's what Scabatha calls him. So if there's a particular will that she has her sights on, she probably wouldn't care about any others. Then she does not exactly seem like the discriminating type either. So if a few other unimplicated wills became unfortunate lateral, she's not apt to be one to actually care.
So that's what she calls him?
She's the one who put up the wanted posters, yes.
My word, what if his name's not even Will? What if it's like Bob?
Get out of my brain.
Or Barry.
Yeah.
Barry. Yeah, his name could be Barry, and this is just some cruel ploy.
Could you
Barry
like
the
Bob
Fate
or
Mob.
Beauregard?
All right, where are we going? What are we doing?
But I mean, he looks pretty distinctive. Look at all that floof.
Do you have a picture of the wanted poster that you can flash
let
up
me see if I
again
do.
so that
He
I
got
can
a
remind
fro.
myself?
He does have large hair. Let's see. NPC.
Well, you know what that means.
No.
Lots of secrets.
What? It's on the wrong monitor.
Large hair means lots of secrets.
Yeah, the bigger the hair, the more secrets.
Not aware of
What?
this.
Why is it not showing up?
Where did I hear that?
Mean Girls.
I didn't see that. I may have seen that in a clip.
Wait, who was that in reference
But
to?
being from the South in the 80s and having gone through the 80s, I believe that.
Oh,
There was some big hair in the
yes.
Yeah.
Gretchen Wieners. Yep.
'Cause-
Yep. She has big hair, therefore she has all the secrets.
You know they're saying they want them mean girls too. I was like, don't give my daughter that training.
There was a video going around of all of them doing a video chat together and redoing like the 4-way call or whatever it was.
The sabotage, yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure if I've ever seen it all the way through.
I'm not watching
Listen, all y'all, they're sabotage.
So what?
She's just evil enough. She's
She's not
Will
even-
is-
gonna push her.
Oh, here we go.
Mean Girls.
Well, there's the top of it at least.
Won't
That
it?
is a great pin.
Will of the.
Oh, I remember we showed this last
there you
time.
go.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Kind of looked like a
He has
Peter
all
Pan
the
sort of character.
secrets.
Special offer. Bring this.
Which version of Peter Pan looked
Brat.
like that?
Robin Williams,
What's his
the kid version of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say one item
That's
of
it.
What does it
choice in
say?
the workshop.
Clip is
Special
so
offer.
underrated.
Bring
Tim
this.
Dentist? No. I can't tell.
I love
Brat.
it.
Bring this impetuous brat to me, and you can claim one item of your choice from my workshop. Brandy Nightshade.
Got it.
Impetuous.
So the more wills we bring, the more things we get.
Maybe.
Don't get
Something,
greedy.
something tells me that's
Look
what happened to the
difficult to
schmuck.
catch.
We should be will collectors.
Get will collectors.
Dude.
No.
We'll just collect goblins. Your name is Will. Your name is Will. Your name is Will.
Watch it.
Well, let me drag this picture into the chat. Damn you, computer.
Bad that nobody knows like some of the higher level magics that we know. We could just,
Right?
literally clone him, basically.
Shadow clone.
I would
Shadow
call
clone
us
Chitsu.
dazed and confused.
Wait, does anybody know any minor illusion magic?
I have minor illusion.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Minor. Emphasis on minor.
Yeah, minor. I don't think can speak or anything like that.
Nope.
It's not.
It's
But-
also itty bitty. I think.
Oh.
I hate computers. Have I mentioned that before?
It's like something that can fit in the palm of your hand, I think.
Only your job.
Our divisional CTO, okay, CIO, right? So it made the mistake of telling me, a born engineer, said I hate technology. And she wasn't like us saying I hate technology. She's a project manager type saying she hates technology. I was like, you're in the wrong job.
I was just looking it up.
You got a CIO and you're gonna be saying you hate
Minor
technology?
Yeah.
That's minor. Mirror image, minor illusion.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Of course, that's not.
All right, I got to post it to Discord for you guys. So, Nib's recommendation is that you might want to see if you can't track down Little Oak, because he thinks that's where Will of the Feywild hangs out, and you guys might be able to. It sounds like you're playing for the same team. Might be able to help put something together and solve this problem.
I've
Little
never been
Oak.
accused of such.
Do we have a map
Solving
of Tither?
problems.
What?
Do we have a map of Tither?
You're looking at it.
No, I'm saying the party.
We're a party.
I've been accused of playing for the opposite team either.
So I asked Nib, do you happen to have a map of Tither? Or-
He says, unfortunately, I do not. And the pity of it is, in the Feywild, the topography changes with some regularity. It's not fixed necessarily. From what I understand, this Little Oak likes to wander the wilderness anyway. So, good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Last I recall, it was somewhere to the north.
I heard some singing from the north as well.
No, did you?
Did you ever hear a hunter
Yes.
bow? You ever hear be in a formation and hear all the archers pull their bows back? Okay, that's the sound you're listening for if you're trying to track down a walking tree, just in case. So when we're walking along, that's the sound you want to hear.
Does anybody actually know what that sounds like? Because I don't.
Never
No,
heard that.
I-
I have heard a
Archer
tree
bow?
fall.
It's just that stretching kind of. Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, but just like in a cacophony.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
hundreds,
I
thousands
can't
of them at a
imagine
time.
that. However, I have heard a tree fall in the woods in the distance, which
But did a bear shit?
no.
I would if I
We're
could.
talking about trees.
If I was a bear in the woods and a tree fell, I'd.
Completely in the wrong genus.
But the idea would be that like you just listen for a tree falling over again.
Yeah, there you go.
Similar, right? Like
There
is
you
that
go.
what we're going for?
Somewhere in the middle of that, yeah.
Okay, so
I mean-
something like that, or what Stuart said.
And also,
Hmm.
probably make big thumping sound when it puts its foot down, because it's
Depends
big
on
old
it says Little Oak, but I've never seen Little Oak. But
Do
we'll
you have
see.
a description of this tree?
Well,
It's a tree!
He says you might do better to just listen for the sound of children playing. To be quite frank.
Well, there you go.
The
It's
tree is a
tend to be
very
noisier than-
dissatisfying answer.
He says children tend to be noisier than trees, in my experience.
and Little Oak could be an oxymoron. It could be huge.
Certainly.
Like Little John.
Is this?
There's
There's lots of
Little
children
John.
playing around the tree.
Story of
usually?
it. Long time
Probably.
ago.
Alright.
Okay.
We're like, who's that?
All right. So, if you all would like to set out, I could use a survival check. If someone would like to assist whoever's
Aye.
making this check, you can roll an advantage.
Oh,
Or if
thank
two
you.
people want to
Bother.
try.
Survival.
each
I have
one.
a +4 in survival.
I've got a +4 in survival.
Okay, I'll help.
I give a +3.
Anybody want to
I'll-
make a better roll, or
I will help you.
4 is the highest anyone's got.
Yep, he's got highest, so I'll give you advantage.
he's already rolled, so
I'm sorry.
that's fine.
Yeah.
You go ahead, and I'll roll 2.
16.
16. Okay.
Okay, well then I guess we can. Just,
12.
Well, all right. So Stuart's fairly confident and that he can find something.
18. Well, but anyway, I guess we'll let him go. He will.
Yeah, so
Already have.
So Stuart leads you guys out, and It's always difficult to tell how much time is passing in the Feywild. You kind of have to just pay attention to your stomach.
Yes.
Because the fact that the time of day never changes in the Feywild. The previous realm that you guys were in was always sunset or sunrise. And this one... Yes. And this one, it seems like it's always dawn.
There's nothing weird in it.
How can you tell the difference between sunset and dawn if the sun doesn't actually move?
The quality of light.
It makes you tired. It actually, there's a lot of effects of not having, of living in eternal twilight, okay? Or that kind of hazy thing. It's not good for you.
Mm-mm. I lived in Alaska, I can attest.
That.
Summer was the worst.
Mm-hmm. Get the summer
There was
crazy.
a movie with Robin Williams set in Alaska. Insomnia.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Al Pacino.
It's one of the few Robin Williams movies I haven't seen.
That's a good one.
Like Robin Williams playing the Bachelor. It's usually a 1 hour photo.
So, while you guys are wandering through the woods, I think you said that you got an 18. So he's leading you through the woods, but Zalric, you pick up on something that the others don't notice while you're going along. You see what looks like a ring of mushrooms in the forest. Just a whole bunch of mushrooms growing in a circle about maybe 5 feet across.
I stop Stuart and say, "Hey, look at that. Does that not look odd to you?"
It does look odd.
Mm-hmm. And you know this to be, you've heard of such things before. It's a fairy ring. They can serve as you've heard tell of them being able to act as portals before.
It appears to be a fairy ring, some kind of portal.
Just
I don't
remember
know.
the cake is a lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
Don't know
what?
exactly where it will go. Right, I mean, 'cause it can go wherever it's been set to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not sure. They're a portal, but I don't know.
Do you know
It'd
how
just
to,
be some toadstools.
so how do you operate the portal?
Do I know that?
Give me a nature check.
Everybody or just one person? Just him?
He's technically from here-ish.
No, I don't get it.
Oh, okay.
Big old 6.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. One other person can try if they want.
I don't have.
Or
Who's got nature?
less.
I-
Give me a
I'm automatically trying to determine if they're edible mushrooms.
Give me a survival check to see.
Okay.
I'll try nature. Nope.
18 plus 3.
Oh, he did survive. See if they could.
You're having a look at them, and they actually kind of look unsavory. You notice that that flies are buzzing around them, but there's also evidence of they kind of smell like sickly sweet, like rot, and some of the coloration on them. You're thinking that these things are probably bad news.
Yeah. Let's if an army runs on its stomach or marches on its stomach, my stomach's telling me no.
I mean, that's a hard way to walk.
Help at all?
Can I,
Not so much.
if I investigate
I
it, will I
get
be
it.
able to tell
She
like
doesn't.
where it goes or
How do you walk on your?
what kind of portal?
I mean, you can certainly.
You actually
certainly
have to
try.
be able to do that.
So
Now, do I know if there's a portal that'll go
Of course,
backwards
you
and
never did that
forwards?
until there were firearms, but that's
you're
another
not
thing.
entirely certain.
So, because I wouldn't want to just walk through it not knowing if I can come back or not.
Any medicinal?
Based off of what Stuart says, maybe
Poison?
poisonous.
Yeah. No.
They,
Nothing good here. Now, if you want to try going through, we can try a rope around you and give you an extra weapon or something.
Voltan says, "Well, I'll give it a try here."
Hold up. Whoa.
What do you know about it?
It's just I don't know a damn thing. That's why I'm volunteering.
No.
That's never good.
Well, it's better than somebody who knows what they're doing stepping through, and then we don't have the expert anymore.
Oh, hold
Well, at
up.
least tie a rope around you.
How
Sure,
about,
go for it.
how about nobody
You're
goes?
going fishing with an NPC. I think
Not
an NPC. It's actually a PC.
Maybe someone who can stealth and try to go through
Hold up. I've got
Carefully.
an idea.
would be.
Just bear with me for a second and look stuff up.
The rope's probably not going to be long enough.
Well,
Hey,
that's what
I'm
you got.
not that big of a boy.
I'm not talking about.
What if it cuts the rope?
It's gonna cut the rope.
Yeah.
If he ports, if he vanishes
get rid of
through
our
the portal,
penalty.
we're gonna lose a chunk of rope.
And possibly the player character.
I don't know. We've all seen Poltergeist.
Yeah, it ain't good.
While you guys are debating this, I'm getting a beer.
So,
Do you have a way to speak with animals?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that? Is that something that you have to prepare?
Squeak, squeakity, squeak,
I've got
squeak.
like good animal handling. I don't have like.
A spell to speak with animals?
No, I do have it.
Okay, cool.
you do. What is it?
One
Ranger
action,
druid.
self communication.
Ranger.
Speak with that
You do have speak with animals?
spell.
How many spells can you utilize in a day?
Well, since we did the full rest, that one came back, so I can do 3.
Would you be willing to use one?
Yes.
Oh, if there's an animal.
Why don't we, and I'll pull a little fuzzy ball out of this bag. And this will become some type of creature, I believe.
Yes, I think we have to roll
Is
for
it a triple?
Yeah.
I'm marking it.
Yeah. You
I
gotta
believe
do it.
this will become some type of creature. I can't quite guarantee exactly what it's going to be, but it should be friendly towards us.
Okay, I was gonna say it's not gonna attack us, right?
No, I don't believe so. I got gypped if we did.
Right.
Wolverines.
But why not use this? You cast Speak with Animals on it, and then we'll send that through.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
You gotta talk to it before or after it goes through.
Both.
Both.
What if it doesn't come back?
Well, then I won't.
Well,
speak
then
to
we
it
won't have to
afterwards.
worry about talking about it when it comes back.
And we won't go there.
Yeah.
And your quest for Paladin it will not be interrupted by this loss of an NPC.
No. Okay.
So I am going to
So,
pull out or throw him a little fuzzy object. I'm not going to throw it in the portal because I don't want it to go through yet.
Yeah,
I want to
no,
talk to it beforehand,
yeah.
so I'm just going to like drop it at my feet.
So,
And we're going to roll a d8 and determine what we get.
6.
We're getting a 7, which is so this little fuzzy ball just kind of shimmers and then starts to expand and further and further, and out of the back of it starts to come these legs and body that sits there, and next thing you know, standing before you is this huge friggin' lion.
A lion.
Yep.
Ooh.
Fuzzy. It's Fuzzball.
Mhm.
His name is Fuzzball.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. So a
What is
lion is now
that?
standing right in front of you guys.
Are you sure this is safe?
I thought it was gonna be little.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, that's be good.
You know what I'm doing.
I'm just going
I'll
to
get behind
like,
you.
hey, buddy, we're going to need you to do some stuff for us.
I can't speak with animals.
Okay.
He's going to tell you what it is.
Yeah. So I explained to him that we found this portal, and we need to know what's on the other side of it. I'm going to ask him to go through and do some reconnaissance and come back and.
It lowers its snout towards him and sniffs the mushrooms and says, "Smells rotten."
Yes, there's a fairy
That
ring
might be a big mouth.
portal, but hopefully what's on the other side is not rotten as well. But we would appreciate the help.
Hopefully, Gazelle. It steps.
I'm gonna,
It just sort of pads into the middle of the ring, and as it does so, it sniffs and looks around, and as it stands there, you hear this, and as you look around, you're like, what the hell's that? And you see the mushrooms, like one of them just like sticks out a tongue and is giving you raspberries, and they all start like wandering off into the woods, and like, you long legs are so dumb. You're not with Scabatha. We don't care about you. And
rotten mushrooms.
rotten mushrooms.
Dirty, rotten, stinking mushrooms.
The lion just kind of growls, and he just like swipes at one, just obliterates one of these things into a bunch of mush. And then,
Wow.
Can you get that?
Prestidigitation
Yeah.
on the lion to
Yeah.
clean him up.
Please.
I'll clean the lion up with prestidigitation.
How long is this critter gonna stick around?
Well,
It's a brilliant question.
magic.
that was unfortunate, not what we thought it would be.
Ulrich, can you
I
ask
was
him if
gonna
can
look
pet him?
for any sort of game traps or anything around him. Yeah, it just occurred to me as the lion was walking toward us, like, hey, wait a second. Look for any sort of traps.
It says,
Hunting style traps.
and it says, "Am I stuck here?"
I don't know yet. I'm working on it.
But my goblin friend Pickle here would like to meet you and pet you.
Meet?
I'm about to say, are you hungry?
Introduce.
Greet you, I should say.
Hi,
Gives
what
it-
big teeth you have.
No,
You're
you're
not.
Adam.
I mean a lot. You're only here till the next dawn.
Does the lion understand him? Since he's one of the son of the lion?
No, can you relay that for me? Till the next dawn. Don't deviate exactly the exact words, please.
Yes, you're here until the next dawn.
Oh
It's
no!
perpetually dawn.
Oh
So he
no!
is permanently here.
Man,
That might not mean what it means, but that's going to be up to him.
No,
Yeah.
it's here. There is no dawn.
Or he drops to 0 hit points. That's the other thing.
There's
So 24
no,
hours, probably.
There's no next dawn. It is just
It's
dawn.
just
That's
dawn.
my point.
Yes.
We don't.
So the lion just doesn't seem impressed by this next dawn thing. Is this? I won't tolerate your smell until then. And
Fantastic. I need a mount.
Wait. Can
They ain't
he
good
like
mounts.
send his head down?
They are for me.
It-
I'm on like,
the
how
lion
big-
latches
oh, you're
down the
little-
ground,
yeah, I'm
starts
only
cleaning
short,
himself.
like 4 foot and 80.
Okay, hang on a second. The bunny's gonna ride the lion. Did anybody ever tell you the story about the snake and the alligator and
The frog and the alligator.
Yeah.
Frog and
frog and
scorpion?
alligator. Yeah, anyway,
Or the gingerbread man
Is it-
and the fox.
right. There's a bunch of them. They're all the
Be
same
fine.
story.
I trust my friend.
So the lion is more concerned with bathing himself than
You do wave.
a rabbit trying to climb on its back. And so you're still trying to get on its back?
Oh yeah.
All right, it rolls over.
Oh, belly rubs!
And its
Dexterity saving
its
throw.
tail is twitching in agitation as you try and climb on it.
Most beasts don't like.
Can I at least go for an animal handling check on this?
You certainly can.
I'm going to guide myself.
All right.
I can give assistance too. I've got a +4 in animal handling. You
Actually-
probably do too.
I'm not
I
quite
do
young
have
enough to,
both.
Yeah.
to go for the belly yet.
15. He is supposed to be friendly towards me, so.
It can be friendly without necessarily being
Yeah, that's fair.
being subservient.
Do you need the zoological explanation?
I will assist by
He is
laughing.
he's not trying to eat you, so that's fairly friendly towards a
A rabbit.
rabbit.
Is this is a full-on scruffy male lion?
Yeah.
It will say no. You will not wish to.
It's not doesn't seem to be down with you trying to get on his
No.
back.
I mean, that's fair.
That's
Is it
a
flopped on its
serious
back?
challenge for a lion.
I want to start screeching behind it.
Oh,
too.
well, way too many
Give me an
balls.
animal handling check yourself then.
But I don't have.
Yeah.
Something about
Not the exterior.
something about familiarity breeds contempt, and
10.
Male lions are very selective about. Nobody gets on their back.
Yeah.
That's a whole how that thing works.
it whaps you across the butt with its tail.
How can his tail reach me? I'm at its head.
It's throwing around. It's not particularly amused at the.
I'm not going to try to do anything with
He
the
says-
lion.
He says, why are there so many trees? Where's the tall grass?
Ask him if I can scratch behind views.
Well,
Not a lot of tall grass around here.
Why does
No,
this thing
is he
keep showing
speaking? He's not
up
speaking
something
common.
No,
different?
He can
This
speak.
fella's
He can
in
speak
his-
with. He can speak with him. He says,
Well, we're gonna have to rely on him to
Yeah.
relay.
he says, "What, Ranger? Why are these snacks intent on bothering me? I'm not eating them."
You guys are really kind of just irritating him. He's thinking of you as snacks, but knowing that he's not supposed to eat you.
that's good. He'll get over
She's
it.
not really
Yeah.
minty.
Can I please ask him please? Can I pet him? Can I scratch him behind the ears? It'll feel real good.
This one still wants to pet you.
Which one?
The little green one.
Better be good, Scritches.
Make it good.
You said you got a 10 on that animal handling check before?
Yeah.
It just
I give like.
it just stands up and starts walking.
Cool. And I'm still on the back.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys
So,
continue
We're gonna,
wandering through the woods.
we're gonna head north, and we're looking for a tree of little oak.
Says that it doesn't mean anything to me.
Yes, but if you sense any danger or anything that we might not be seeing, would you at least help look out for us?
Zara, can you ask him if he smells any children? Can you ask him if he smells any children around?
Yes,
I'll
there
give
should
him
be
guidance.
there should be a lot of children in the area of Little Oak.
You might not know what children are.
He looks around and says, "Yes, I can see a few kittens already."
Oh, can you lead us in that direction, please? Ask him if he can lead us that way.
I think he's talking about us.
Oh, he's talking about us? No.
Yeah,
All right. The lion just starts wandering, and you guys are kind of following him through the woods. And he says, "It smells something interesting. Smells like."
Teensburg.
Stop. Got the dad jokes over here.
It smells like another predator.
Oh.
Big, but perfume.
kind of cloak its scent.
No, I smell an elf. This way. And he kind of takes off a bit ahead of you, until he gets up near some larger trees. And he kind of hunkers down behind it, tail kind of hunched up, and his tail is like kind of splayed out behind him, like waving as he's peering ahead. Give me perception
I
checks.
was gonna say I want to try to stealth along with him. And
16 plus.
17.
16.
7.
Perception is plus 3, 7, 19.
I'm fascinated
19.
by the tail going swip, 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 swip.
Okay. So you guys stay further back from the line, and you're trying to peer forward and see it. This area, the whole of this area isn't super well lit, but it's illuminated well enough that you can make out stuff at a decent distance. It's kind of like taking a walk in the woods at twilight. So,
I'm trying to stealth with the lion and staying with him.
Mhm. and up ahead, you can hear this kind of sounds like a high-pitched whistling noise interspersed with like grunts and like the sound of something chuffing. And as you guys look up ahead, you see what looks like it's an overturned cart lying on its side, and it looks like there's a creature that's still yoked to it.
It's a trap.
Well, we all been.
Now, this creature is just it's still yoked to it. It's kind of struggling and clawing its way forward and dragging this overturned cart behind it. When it
what was in the cart?
You can't really see it from here because it's tipped over on its side.
Can I tell what kind of creature it is?
Give me a nature check.
Hey. Guidance.
Okay. That was a 19
Plus.
Plus a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
22. Nice. Yes, you can tell exactly what this is. It looks like it's a big old owlbear with shiny metal feathers.
An owlbear.
An owlbear pulling a wagon.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's got like tack and harness on it and some sort of an emblem on the harness, but you're too far away to make out what exactly it is.
The driver or whoever was controlling?
No, but what you do notice is some other marks on the ground. Let's see here. No, I just dropped all my papers.
It's an owlbear.
What's a metal out there?
A metal.
Is it?
So you can see. You see a bunch of like claw prints on the ground that are far too big for an owlbear to have made. These claw prints are each about 3 feet across, and they're all over the. It looks like something swooped down from above.
Does it look like the call of the Jabberwock that we
That's
fought
exactly
earlier?
what it looks like.
Oh,
It looks like
baby.
it looks, and you can see as you
Can't
peer more
see
closely at the
anymore.
cart.
Now I'm blind from the sound.
You notice one of the wheels looks like it's been just obliterated, and it fell over to the side where the wheel got obliterated.
Oh, baby.
Do I hear or see a Jabberwock?
No, you don't hear it at the moment.
You still got
Are
speak with
there
animals, don't
I'm
you?
gonna ask the lion to watch my back and cover for me. I'm gonna try to approach and speak to the owlbear and ask if it will calm down. I will try to unyoke it and set it free.
Okay. So let me see if I have I think I have
Can't
a
we
picture
keep-
of
Be,
that.
be careful of that
Animals
wagon.
has a 10 minutes.
Be careful of that wagon. It's
Okay.
knocked over.
Just
That's
a
all we
heads up.
say.
I
Okay.
don't think we've been there yet, but it's
Has it been 10 minutes?
10 minutes?
Hey,
For what?
Speak. He said speak with animals lasts 10 minutes. It's a this says it's a concentration spell for 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was 10 meters.
Is it a ritual? Can it be ritual?
it is ritually.
Yeah, so you can just recast
So
it
you
if
didn't even
want,
use a
so.
spell slot.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, be careful approaching that wagon. We haven't cleared it yet. It's might be something wrong.
That's why I'm asking this big ass lion.
I was going to
watch my
suggest
back.
that maybe we go out there all together,
You
but
guys are
at the
welcome
same
to-
time, I think that's a bad idea. We might spook the creature.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a picture of
Can
this
we
thing for
keep
it.
it? Can we keep
And
it?
I'm doing so well with utilizing my creatures now, so.
I don't know how friendly this thing is.
But it's so pretty.
He's very cool looking, but it's not antagonize the owlbear.
Pretty does not necessarily mean it won't eat you or kill
I
you.
know.
Oh,
Lots
Did you say
of
it
pretty
was a
things are very
mechanical-
mean.
Actually mechanical or
Just
just
like you.
silvery feathers?
Yeah,
No,
they like you.
It looks like it's wearing barding. It's got some barding on it.
Okay, that's what it's the same mechanism. It's a critter with some armor.
So
Okay. Well, if everyone else will also watch my
It's not
back.
an owlbear in armor.
There's some elf.
I've got to know.
Yeah,
An owlbear
it's
in
got
armor.
perfumed elf all over it.
Yeah, I don't know about the Fumed elf. I didn't hear about
I
that.
only got one right here.
The line was talking about smelling.
A perfumed elf.
Yeah.
Did you lose an owlbear?
Another predator that was perfumed.
Yeah.
All right, so let me move you guys to this map. Okay. So zoom
Whoa.
out.
The party star is so big.
It's a huge party star.
Owlbear.
The biggest of all party stars.
We're a large group.
What are these? Are these bug out? Are these tree shadows? These trees? Oh, this is tree trunks, I guess.
The shadows.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see it. It's over yonder.
So what is this map we're looking at? It looks really funky. Oh, that's a road and.
It's the dynamic lighting from the tree trunks. You can't see through tree trunks.
The owlbear BG3 is my favorite.
Okay.
I love him so much.
So you head over. The line is kind of pacing like at a distance behind you, kind of flanking around to one side while you approach. Are you saying anything to the owlbear as you approach?
Yes, I said.
And what was your stealth result again? Or you're not stealthing?
Well, I don't want to spook it.
Okay.
So yeah, I might. I see that you've had some trouble. If you will relax and come down, I would like to try to help you out of your yoke.
When you say this, the owlbear did. As you were approaching it, started sniffing and looking around, and when it hears your voice, it looks over and says, "You elf man? Where's my elf man?"
I don't know. I just got here.
He says, "I smell the big lizard on you." Did you see the big lizard?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Yes. It also attacked us, and we narrowly escaped.
Oh, you lucky. It grabbed my friend. It grabbed Elf, and it flew away. I haven't seen him.
Well,
broke wagon.
Yes, I see that.
What is the owlbear speaking? Is it speaking in animal or is it speaking in? Okay.
Yeah.
Only I can
Zorek
understand this
knows.
part. Do you speak any languages that commoners would understand?
Language?
Okay. Good enough. I understand.
Well, how do you speak owlbear?
It's by a magical spell that allows me to speak with animals.
Oh, magic handy.
Yes. Would you like me to free you?
Freedom good. Food good too. Have meat?
Yes.
No,
I have some snake meat.
Oh, snake meat good.
So. So
he starts.
Owls do like snakes.
He starts hopping up and down, and he seems kind of excited.
Okay. All right. Calm down, and I go over and try to take the yoke off of him.
He says, "Elfmen good. Take good care of owlbear."
Yes. And then I give him some of the snake jerky. Well, I throw it on the ground. I don't let him eat it out of my hand because I like to keep my hands.
He makes another one of those chirping, trilling sounds before he just like the sound of like crunching and ripping as he's just like pulling apart and scarfing down.
Yeah.
And he just says, "More."
In time. But we need to see how your cart is and see if we can find your elf.
He says, "Elfman probably food."
Maybe, but if he was dropped or injured, then we should investigate more. Do you smell him here?
No. Smell you. Smell lion. Where's lion?
He's watching my back. I was not sure if you were going to be friendly or not.
Lion food?
No. Lion is not food.
Lion
is friendly.
Is he already disconnected him?
Yeah, he's managed to disconnect him at this point.
Okay, while he's having a chat with them, okay, I'm gonna go check the wagon and just see if maybe if what was in it, if anything.
Okay.
Check, make sure nobody's hiding under that, and if not, maybe turn it over.
All right. So you managed to get around there and are taking a look at the wagon. The owlbear is preoccupied with trying to obtain some more snake meat.
Oh, wow.
So the cart, it looks like it had several barrels in the back that might have been filled with meat at one point. Two of them are smashed to bits on the ground from where they fell. A third one is in the process of leaking. It's leaked about half its contents out, and the fourth one actually fell into a shrub that cushioned its fall, so it's still intact. So
Barrel or barrel?
no, it's like a full size, like big old barrel.
All right. Well, that's about all that was in the cart.
That looks like what it had in it. And the wheel on one side of it is like.
Sounds
Well,
like it.
let me see what over here.
We could
I'm not
fix
going to
the
mess
wheel.
with the cart if it's got a busted wheel.
We could fix it.
So the wheel has been reduced to splinters by what looks like it looks like it's torn to splinters by a claw, and the like the riding board, the riding bench on the top, looks like it's been just completely ripped off by giant claws.
All right.
I mean, fortunately for
I'm going to
us, we're
salvage the
surrounded by
barrel, upend it, open it, fill her up.
You guys
I'm
can
gonna
all fill up whatever you've got on you. There's enough needing this for.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fill that.
Okay.
The one that's leaking,
There's
gonna
enough
take my
needing this
cup.
for a dwarven dinner hall.
He's gonna take his cup and go ahead and take a sip of that.
No,
Is the owlbear injured at all?
The owlbear does not appear to be injured. You do notice that it's got a whole bunch of like feathers missing from its flank, but it doesn't look like the claws actually hit it there. It looks like that, but you do notice that part of its harness is missing from that same area.
Mm-hmm.
So, like
The harness probably protected it from actually getting wounded. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like creep a little
My
closer.
water skin is full of mead now.
Creep a little closer.
How's it going?
It's pretty good. He seems to be
smell
not
honey.
hitting me.
Smell honey, and it goes over to the one barrel that's kind of like still leaking, and it just kind of like rolls on its back and like grips in its claws and just like it just like crushes it and starts guzzling the meat, the honey
Don't
meat.
get the owlbear drunk.
I won't get him that drunk. It's more of a sugar high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Honey, snake, elf good.
Sneak a
glad
little
you're
closer.
well. Is he? Look at this. Is he going to join us as a companion?
We can ask him if he wants to come with us.
But why are you asking me? I have no idea. I think that would be more up to him.
Yeah, see if he
Would
wants
you like to travel with us?
Don't care. More meat?
Mhm.
Not at the time, but you can hunt whatever you want.
Okay.
But not us, of course. I would, or the lion.
What if it says you smell food, and it says bunny food.
No, Bunny friend. Bunny is a friend.
This bunny tastes bad.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
The little goblin, the bunny,
It sees
the elves, and the human.
It sees the goblin and says, don't like vegetables.
Great.
Good.
Don't say anything about being minty.
No. And
But-
small, green, and sour.
There you go,
There you
sour apple. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Sometimes
and
I'm spicy.
Spicy sour.
a bunny and an owlbear. You know what owls like.
Bunnies and lions and owlbears. Oh my.
Oh.
This is going to be one of the
Lions and tigers and bears.
I just saw you in trouble and wanted to help you
I am
out.
not concerned.
Can we keep
I
him?
promise.
You,
Just
You can
perfectly capable
travel with
of
us,
defending
or you
myself.
can
And
be on your own if you want. It's
also
up to
amongst
you.
friends that can help.
He says, so the owlbear
We'll
says,
help after the betting.
she says, he says, we'll travel with friends. Friends have meat and honey.
All right.
And shortly this spell's going to wear off. I won't actually be able to talk to you like this.
Like we said, it's ritual cast. You can cast it as you.
Right, but I'm just...
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Just tell them to
I'm
follow.
not-
Don't want to keep ritual cast.
Yeah,
Like, let her know I won't
Just tell
always
them
be
to
able
follow.
to talk to
Ask
you.
them to
Yes,
follow
I
our
mean-
lead.
I can maybe give them a sign language, or maybe you can understand, do some signs or something, but I won't always be able to speak to you
Oh,
like this.
like he says, when I need meat, I can screech.
Please don't.
I won't always
That's what he's got.
have meat.
Well,
We all have to have food, but yes, I will still share with you as long as I have.
Tell them we'll hunt together.
And we can hunt together.
yes, let's hunt.
We're hunting for a tree.
Oh, don't forget there'll be children there too.
Maybe not the thing
Right
mentioned.
now we're hunting for a walking tree with children around it, which the children are also not going to be food.
Oh, Elf said not to eat children.
Good.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
that's
Can I
we'll say
pet
so.
this
Sounds
one?
like a good elf.
So does he
Yeah.
still have a harness on him? Is it like a saddle type harness or anything?
It was a yoke for
Okay.
pulling
Okay.
a cart.
So no saddle.
It's not a riding saddle or anything.
Okay.
I still want it.
All right.
You can certainly try. He has barding on, so you don't cut
I
yourself.
would ask him first.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, you can
even if
ask.
he says yes, the barding is very sharp.
Um,
Not necessarily.
I mean, you can always toss a blanket over it so you don't cut yourself. Some leather or something.
Right.
I got that.
The green one would like to pet you and get to know you.
Oh, as long as I don't have to eat vegetable.
Yes. So,
All right. So which direction were we heading on this thing?
after
Well, we've located a road.
yeah.
The roads have to go to
Oh,
somewhere,
yeah.
supposedly, correct?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my
So
hugs.
So the direction of the footfalls.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not from here. I don't know any damn thing. This
Right.
road may just start in nowhere and end in nowhere, or it might start in nowhere and end in
Okay, yeah,
somewhere,
let's
or
go
start
through
in
the
somewhere and end
conversation.
in nowhere.
Yeah.
Can you ask the lion and the owlbear if they smell children or a walking
They
tree
smell
anywhere?
children.
Yeah, I asked the owlbear because we asked
And
that
everything
lion
seems to
earlier,
kind
if he
of
smells
wind its way
children
around, but I think a
or-
road would be better than just, random forest.
Dismiss.
He
cabin
says,
or
concern.
caravan.
He says, can try to smell
You know,
children.
Wagons go from one town to the next.
Let us try.
No big deal.
All right.
He says,
Wait a
says,
second. Say that again.
I remember
About the caravan?
I
I miss caravan.
more vegetable
Garden.
people where we came from.
Mm.
There was market with vegetable kin.
Oh,
Missing everybody
Goblin
would
market.
have been in a caravan?
Didn't we already come from that direction?
No, we're going to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
From
where
Nick's
they were
cave,
just
we were heading
touring
kind of in that direction.
All right, yeah, we'll follow.
Which
We'll
way
ask
were
the
they going?
owlbear
Which
to
way
take
were
us
they coming?
Which, yeah, there you
They
go. That's
ju-
what I
he, he just said they
Oh.
just came from the Goblin Market. And they
Ah.
just leave it. So he knows where the Goblin Market's at.
Do we want to go to the goblin?
Well, he knows
You
where
know-
it was last.
Sorry, I was
You just-
role-playing that whole part out.
He said they just came from the Goblin Market before they were attacked.
Can you
Or-
ask him his name?
What's your name? Ezekiel, what's your name? Or what do you go by?
Elf called me Juniper.
Do you like that name?
What is it with
That was actually in the book. That's not my fault.
that is the second of my characters that an NPC has been named
Do you
for.
like that name? Is that a name you're
It's
comfortable
like a
with?
real name.
He says, "Why is it not a good name?
It's a perfect name. I just
It's a
Want to make sure you like it?
I don't care."
okay.
Is
Then
Juniper
would
male
be-
or female?
I'm not getting that close.
Let's not try.
I'm not close enough to find out myself, but I am curious.
I have a character from our other game that's named Owlbear.
Are you a
and
male or
one named
female
Doodle.
owlbear?
I'm a man.
Okay. He said he's a male.
Fair enough.
They were curious. Don't
Pulling
know
the
why.
wagons.
Why? Do they know female?
Not yet.
I love you.
I've not seen any other owlbears actually.
Oh.
Apparently.
All right, goblin market or no goblin market?
Then say we go to the Goblin
We'll check
Market.
it out. Would you lead us back to the goblin market?
Yes, I can lead.
Pickle apparently
This is
wants to
going to be
adopt
an
all
odd
the
group
critters.
coming to the Goblin Market.
We're with an owlbear, being led by an owlbear, in tow with a lion,
Yeah.
A bunny, a goblin.
a human, and two half elves,
Two
three
elves.
half elves,
Yeah.
a scarecrow.
Oh,
Wait,
that's-
did
Oh yeah. Did what's his name? Come with us?
Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw
Yeah.
come with us?
And what's her noodle? Margot.
Clapperclaw was in the hot
He's
air
with
balloon
us.
with us. Yeah.
He's
So
with us.
We're just about a chair piece of a
Yeah.
circus.
When we landed, his body was hung from a tree limb, like, and then his head was on the ground with us.
I'm sure we would have helped him, and I just
We
left him
did.
behind.
We
Yeah, you
did.
guys helped him down.
Left him hanging.
After
Yeah.
we took a long rest, we helped him down.
Yeah.
Well, he was resting already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was none the wiser.
He's just hanging out.
I just starfished where I landed and was like, all right, I'm sleeping here.
Yeah.
Gotta go sleep.
So we'll say that they've been following along with you all this while. So you've got a real menagerie going on at this point. So Margot, Robin, and Clapperclaw said they say Clapperclaw's like I think the Goblin Market is at Loomlurch, and that's where Scabatha lives.
Is that where we're trying to go?
No,
It's
we
like-
wanted to find the
other
the
one.
tree first.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Good
like,
point. So let's go
Yeah, we want to
Okay.
find Barry.
the
Okay.
other way.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go to the market?
No.
No, we'll hold off on that. We want to find the will.
We didn't ask him that. Then we just hadn't.
Tell them that we've changed our
Yeah, we changed our mind.
We're looking for Will of the Wild, and Will of the Wild is supposed to be with a tree, a walking tree, and it's a bunch of children. So that's what we're looking for now.
oh, walking children.
Walking tree. Oh, I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, a walking tree with children playing in it.
It sits down on its rump and scratches the back of its head with one of its claws, and it.
I don't get it. If we see it, we'll know it. It'll be strange.
It says, "Elfman never saw a walking tree, nor did Owlbear, nor did Juniper."
I have a fantastically horrible idea.
What?
Go for it.
Fantastically horrible idea.
I have a fantastically horrible idea.
Oh, good.
I can't believe none of us have tried this yet.
Yes.
All the trees kind of look about the same height here.
They're pretty damn big, but there's variation in the height of them. Yes.
I'll go to the one that's closest to me that looks like it might be taller than the rest.
Can you climb?
And climb the thing.
All right, give me some athletics checks.
Oh boy. This was a terrible idea. I'm going
So
to
you-
use guidance on myself.
Might want to have him do it.
So what are you doing? You're trying to just see what you can see?
Now you're
Yeah.
fairly small, so I'll let you use the better either strength or dexterity for your athletics check. So you can use either basically acrobatics or athletics as you prefer.
A bunny can, though reluctant to, can climb a small tree.
So
Grab it down the
you
ground.
get up a couple limbs,
I
but
rolled an 8.
you get up
There
a couple
you go.
limbs, but you're having trouble getting further up this tree because your little bunny arms
All right.
aren't
I
offering
think,
great
I think I
What are you
get.
trying to do?
Get up in a
Tell
tree
me
and
what
see if we can see how far
Let's
you
see what we can see, because we can't see anything for literally the forest.
I might
Yeah.
be better suited at that than.
I mean, he has a ranger.
He's a ranger. That's his job.
Either you or
Trees
Stuart
are-
might be
trees
better
are
than me,
spying.
but
Yeah.
I figured
think
I'd give it a nice
So,
little
what's your
look.
athletics?
My athletics is +2. My acrobatics is +3.
See, who does have the best
I mean,
in the party?
But
Well,
I have
tree
proficiency
climbing.
in athletics.
So the best athletics is Pickle.
Pickle!
Pickle and
I got
Stuart.
+6.
Stewart are tied at 6.
What
So
about acrobatics? What is that? Not
acrobatics is
+3 for over acrobatics.
is Pickle again at 4.
Okay.
I mean, if you want someone climbing a tree, you want the taller of the two.
I mean,
Because of the branches, depending on how dense the branches are.
Yeah, so Stuart
You
would
want
probably
this
be our
rope?
best choice because you're the
Yeah.
most athletic.
that way if you do fall,
Yeah,
you
after
can-
all this, why should you roll damn
Okay.
well?
yeah, you want this rope? Guidance.
All right, just don't tie the rope around his neck.
Just
No.
no. Okay, we'll take that guy. Take it. What a
+4. D4.
Up the D4.
You
Yeah,
got a 4?
Yeah, you
I
got it.
ain't gonna get it. I gotta roll the damn 3.
And you rolled
7.
4 on that. 7 plus 6.
+6. What's that?
13.
13.
Yeah,
Athletics?
13. That's better than what I got. I got an 8.
Yeah,
Athletics?
+6 in athletics.
Yeah.
Nice.
19.
Well, you managed to do a bit better. You get higher up the tree. It's not so much that you like. It's not so much that you like end up falling or anything. It's just it takes a long time because these are big ass trees here. The limbs are spaced rather far apart, so it's kind of slow going because you have to kind of bear hug the tree and work your way up.
Yeah.
You
Should have got the owlbear to do it then.
Owlbear hug the tree.
just get the owlbear knock the
That's
tree
what
down.
I'm gonna rest.
Or to climb up the
That's
tree.
what I'm gonna use my strength and whatnot for that.
Yeah. So it takes him a good long while before he's able to get high enough up in the tree to see anything. Yes.
I rolled 19.
So
And Pickle just kind of.
I mean, I've got claws.
Like pegboards up.
He does have claws. So while he's slowly scooching his way up the tree, in between getting to branch,
She climbed
Pickle
over.
just kind of goes like clambering up by her claws like a squirrel, and as he's getting up there,
Tail.
you're
Now, knowing how trees work, I'm gonna stay back a little bit because you don't want to put that much weight
that
on
high
the
up.
top of the tree.
On the smaller branches.
She's
I'm
too small.
gonna stay in the middle and stabilize, right, and watch her. How tall is this tree?
And I'm going to stabilize the trunk.
Yeah, you know where I'm going.
It's about
I want to make a nice little
Good
spot,
job supporting
stabilize
that
the
tree.
ground.
this is a pretty hefty elm tree. It's about
Elm? Okay. Yeah, well, this is a good idea.
yeah
'Cause
it's
it will sway a bit.
it's probably a good 200 feet tall or more. It's a big old tree.
Big ass tree.
200-foot elm?
It's a
Okay.
fake.
You should be able to walk up it like a ladder, right?
Just about.
Yeah.
Which leads to my
So,
next
yeah,
question.
I'm still going to maintain so where I can see her and the ground. Okay?
Yep.
All right? And I'm going to have my crossbow out.
Yeah, you got your crossbow out in case anything suspicious
Just in
happens.
case.
From where you're at, you're able to climb up to where the tree starts to get
Little wibbly.
Oh,
wobbly.
as she was about to head up the tree, though, I did mention, keep an eye out for that Jabberwocky. And
Oh, yeah.
don't draw his attention.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. So you get up pretty high in the tree, and you're taking a gander around, and you can see a few different things in the distance.
Oh, nice.
So let me switch the map back again.
I love our baby.
All right, so that's where he is. So there's that. Let me get this back over here.
Legit, though, we're 2 for 2 with NPCs with my characters' names.
I swear to God, the last one I chose as Dolly just to mess with you. This one it actually was named Juniper in the book. So from where you guys are at, you can see that there's a lake with a little island in it. Over. Oh, I'm not clicking on the right. Oh, clicking in OBS,
So
not.
we're in this area
Which-
over here. I guess that's the.
Now come
I guess
out
this
of
is the ring of mushrooms that we
Yeah.
went into.
Yeah, so you pass through that ring of mushrooms, and you kept on heading north. You guys are actually looking where you are. It looks like you've somehow gone further to the east, and you're over about here right now because you can see there's some ridges and mountains. Pickle, you can make out that there's a lake somewhere over here with a little island in it. There looks like there's some like floating rocks up in the sky, and you can see around the floating rocks in the sky that are further to your northeast. You can see that same sort of leathery serpentine shape, like kind of clawing its way through the air around those flying rocks.
Is it going in our direction or away from our direction?
It looks like it circles around a few times before it heads up further off and vanishes into the mist further over in this direction. But looking around further to the west, you can see what looks like a large gap, a large clearing in the woods over here with that looks like kind of anomalous. And
what's that look like? I can't tell.
A fallen tree
Big dead tree
with other trees standing around it.
Growing out of it.
big
It looks like a
but
settlement of some
the
sort.
best vantage point looks like it might be one of these tall mesas.
Mhm.
But
There's not much protecting us from sights of other things, though, on those.
there is not. No.
That was my thought too.
I scuttle back down
However-
and I tell them what I saw.
High ground's good.
So you didn't see a tree?
Not,
You didn't see the walking tree?
not from flying dragons, though.
No.
No.
Let's stay away from the Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
It went off like that away.
So let's not go that way.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys at the moment look like you're somewhere over. Looks like you're somewhere over here.
I'm wondering about that down tree she's talking about.
Yeah.
Which way we go?
Well, if we can head towards that tree, and maybe we'll see another tree that's not laying down.
Maybe.
Might as well.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
So at least we're kind of crisscrossing the area here.
We decided to head between those mountains or whatever, and stay under the cover of the trees,
As much as
and
possible.
not.
All right, go ahead and give me another survival check.
Mm.
You can either one person can roll with advantage, or two people can roll.
What do you have
separately.
this wrong?
Rolling what?
Same as you, +4.
Oh,
I'll take advantage.
take advantage and guidance.
Okay, advantage and guidance.
That's probably the most efficient way to do that. Yeah.
You just taught me to take advantage of this.
That's a 21 plus 4, so that's a 25.
Okay.
Versus this is 25.
Okay. So you were trying to head towards that tree that was lying on its side. Then you said. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So as you guys are heading in that direction, and as you guys are wandering around, you end up having to eat lunch at some point because you can tell you're getting hungry, and you keep having to give the owlbear more food because it eats significantly more than any of the rest of you.
That's what I was.
Also giving the lion some as well.
Yeah, the
So
lion.
I'm spending my day shooting rabbits. Not eating.
Not that rabbit.
Don't think anything personal about it.
Whoa now.
Are we taking a rest?
He's rabbit hunting.
Are we taking a short rest or a long rest or anything?
No, you guys. are just
Congratulations,
Kind
I'm right here.
you guys are just kind of eating as you walk, and foraging as you walk.
As we're walking, can I try to practice with the flute?
Yeah, you can try. You can play your flute
And-
as you're walking.
Doot doot magic flute.
Doot 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 doot.
Well, how common are deer as opposed to rabbits and candy
That's
in
what I
these
was
woods?
gonna ask. Because if we could.
Oh, yeah, we
a
could
couple
find deer, that'd
deer.
be awesome.
We could feed the lion and the owlbear without having to give up our.
It's all
rations.
made of candy. We're in Candyland.
You are in Candyland.
Well, hopefully it won't be candy
so
deer.
ridiculous. Rabbits and candy. It's like we're
It just might be appealing to an 8-year-old, but us grown she's like,
Like
"Man, I'm gonna have a headache for days. Babe."
Peter Cottontail.
One more.
Again?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fine, we're fine food.
Apologize.
Let's do the time warp again.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see. So
just
Stuart,
came.
give me a survival check of your own for locating food as opposed to him navigating for us.
I got 11 plus 3, 14.
Anybody want to give him advantage? Somebody else with survival? Because I
Well,
don't
he was
have
like-
Well, he does the hunting thing anyway. It's kind of a hobby, and I got the proof against detection, so I'll use that as to sneak up on stuff.
That's true. So you don't have any trouble procuring enough food to feed the
Menagerie.
party with that result. Admittedly, some of the food that you do find is like still candy. Like you end up finding a bunch of. You do end up at one point finding a bunch of candied mist that has kind of like gotten stuck in some tree branches. Almost looks like mistletoe from a distance, but it's like mist that is.
So it's cotton candy for us.
Yeah, you end up finding like cotton candy like stuck in some tree branches.
I'm just doing.
But you
maybe
do
a strawberry squirrel or a licorice rabbit.
Yeah. You do manage to find some real food.
Thank goodness, I would be sick.
You end up finding
mushrooms.
It's not a
all stoned.
it's not a deer. It almost looks like one of those. It almost looks like one of those long-tailed mice that like hops like a kangaroo mouse. Except it's like the size. It's one of those, except it's the size of a deer. And it's just bounding around, and you manage to snipe it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you wound it, and then the lion like pounces on it and chokes it to death.
Good. Oh, there you go. There's his name.
And
Does the lion actually eat?
I just don't eat the arrow, the bolt. Don't eat the thing that hit it.
Was it like a real lion, or is it like some sort of real lion?
okay. It's lion. The you can't. The owlbear seems to be very excited at the smell of blood, and it goes bounding off after the lion, and it just sort of like smashes it in half to help, and then the two of them are busy chowing down.
Glad they're entertained.
So you have placated the carnivores for the time being.
Yeah, good, because they will not eat all our rations up if we had to keep feeding them.
I mean, that snake meat was gonna go bad
They
at
were
some
looking
point.
at him real funny.
No, now they're not looking at him anymore.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's good.
Well, if we find any more giant snakes.
I love
Yeah.
Juniper.
The neat thing is that like I
I want to
can
snuggle with Juniper.
use the bone section to issue it commands, and so understand like simple commands like
Okay.
attack or something like that.
Okay. Well, you guys, after that, while the animals are gorging themselves and sating their vast appetites, you guys get yourself some lunch as well.
Can you pull more than one at a time?
Up to 3.
And after it's done gorging, the owlbear kind of sits back and sniffs the wind and says, "We're getting near." Oh wait, it can't. It's trying to talk. It's trying to talk to you, Zolric, but it's looking at you kind of intently and chirping and whistling and whatnot.
While we're eating, if we're taking a moment, I can ritually cast speak with animals again.
Yeah. So it's kind of excited and whatnot. And it says smell children, smell goblin. As you met that by this point, you've informed it that pickle isn't actually a vegetable. Pickle is a goblin.
Right.
Because it was a little bit confused about pickles and vegetables. Obviously.
Pickle's not actually a pickle. She's green like a pickle.
That's why I
So
got
you
the
smell,
name.
you smell other goblins than her?
Smell more goblins. Smells like goblin market. Smells like toy shop.
Oh no.
Oh, wait a second.
Toy shop?
Stuff around here moves.
Oh. Well, I guess.
Oh, so the fallen tree is probably the toy shop.
That sounds like
Yes, big tree. On it, on side.
It's another goblin market. There's gotta be more than one.
It's alert.
So,
Yeah. So do we want to stop there? Or we want to keep.
that's Scabatha's little toy shop thing.
Well, we can.
We
go-
haven't found Will to trade him in yet, so no.
We can
no
go
reason to
talk. Well, we can go talk to her. See what's up.
Why would we do that to Barry?
Right? Bob never did anything to you.
Well, perhaps we should go ahead and go to
You
the.
guys are killing Mike.
Perhaps we should go ahead and go to the camp. We'll speak to this Tabitha. See what's Tabitha, whatever her name
She
is.
seems like a delight.
Tabitha's the other campaign.
See,
Never
what
call
is she?
her Tabby.
We'll learn what she's like and find out what's up with this toy shop.
Yeah, I mean, and
no offense. I know you had a vastly different experience, but
That's a different witch.
yeah, the
Oh, I got it in for the witches right now. Trust me.
right, but Green Nightshade doesn't seem like she's all that bad.
But we can go make
You
nice.
know, Bavlorna didn't seem like she was that bad to us. I mean,
Yeah.
she really liked people,
Yeah. I
We
mean,
can
and she didn't hate me.
Well, we can go
They
make
don't
nice
seem
with
to
this
be-
witch before
they
we
don't
kill her.
seem to be enemies or antagonistic until we do something against them. So we can always go in peace.
Suddenly, without warning,
Uh-oh.
the lion perks up, gore dripping from his teeth, and it's just kind of.
Okay, go be intimidating. What do you see?
What is it,
be
boy?
the matter? Because I can speak to him now.
Did Tinny fall in the well?
And it looks around and says, "Something approaches.
Can you tell what it is?
Smells like horse. Smells like man."
So
Centaur.
Centaurs.
centaurs or mounted?
I was just watching an episode of
Oh, it'd be
Centaur.
mounted, yeah.
Given this place, it's gonna be centaurs.
True.
Or the horses are riding them in.
Yeah.
Or it could be a candy ass.
Wow!
Good.
Wow!
Wow.
Touche.
All right, you gain inspiration on any one check tonight for that. That's pretty
Oh my gosh.
good. Wow!
That came around.
Bravo!
I'll just tell them that there's some kind of like horse and man approaching, and that I think the fallen tree was a workshop.
Did he just say horse and man?
Horse.
Is it
and
just
man.
me, or is he starting to speak like I imagine the owlbear speaks?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or the lion? I'm not sure which one he was talking to.
Well, maybe speak
Better
of
a horse
animal
and
does
man
something
than a
with
horse
your mind.
ass.
You might want to discourage the use of that in the future.
He might be losing
How
a
much of
little.
that meat did you have? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
There you go.
so-
That's what it
delicious.
is.
So,
That's the meat.
go ahead. So the animal, the lion was the one that
Well,
said this
Jacob's
to you.
not
So you can.
here, so there's no
I'll let
need.
you go ahead and make this perception check since the lion was the one that alerted you to this. The rest of you probably noticed that the lion is not looking agitated, but you can't understand what it's saying.
You got an 11.
11? Okay. You can roll with advantage because the lion was pointing out and you can tell what direction it's going
18.
in. Okay. So looking through it, you can see a figure moving through the woods about kind of like it's towards the periphery of your sight distance. And it looks like it's kind of moving slowly, almost like it's either, you can't tell if it's trying to be stealthy or if it's just limping.
Yeah, I just point out to them that there's something in the woods in that direction, and it seems to be moving slowly. So, not sure
What
if it's
is it?
trying to sneak. Well, if it's what I think it is, the lion said it was a horse
A horse, okay.
And a man.
and a man, or a horse with a man, or on a man.
A man horse.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
This is so easy.
A candy ass man horse. Could be a candy ass man horse.
So as you guys are standing around like making fun of how Zolric is now talking because of conversing with animals,
We broke her.
the figure approaches in your direction, and you can see that it is a man.
Yes. And?
And a horse.
Are they together?
Yes.
Are they one?
Not that. Are they
Well, not like that.
What kind of together?
Well,
connected, are they?
you guys broke Aaron. Wow. So Aaron and Mike, you guys are as red as your respective shirts.
I'm about to raise my shirt.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So,
Sorry, that was just too funny.
so you see approaching. It looks like an old, like leathery skinned man he's got like a gray cloak around his shoulders, and the way he's moving, it looks like he's riding horseback, except he's way too far forward on the horse, and then you realize that the horse doesn't actually have a horse neck and horse head. It's a centaur.
Okay.
So
see,
we called it.
Yeah, right.
So there's the explanation. It's a full moon.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That could have been so many things.
Simplest answer, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not a full moon. He's approaching frontways, not backwards.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the literal moon.
I don't back up real quick.
And he's holding a bow with an arrow knocked in, but he's holding it off to the side, not aiming at you. And he seems somewhat concerned. He seems somewhat concerned by the fact that there's a large feline with a giant mane and an owlbear with shiny feathers and a goblin. But it's confusing because there's also a rabbit here and a bunch of humanoids as well.
I'll walk up.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah.
I'll walk up to the front and say, "Greetings. How do you do, sir?"
He says, "Well, aren't you a strange and motley crew?"
It's the Feywild, from what I understand.
You understand correctly. My name is Winterbow. And who might you not be?
We are a group that is trying to find our way to...
Trying to find our name as well.
Yes.
Dazed and confused.
Dazed and confused.
That's common around these parts, yes.
We were heading over to the market.
Over at Loomlurch.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
What was your name again, sir?
Winterbow.
My name is Winterbow.
Winterbow.
Are you okay? You look a little rough there, buddy.
I'm old and the rest of my clan galloped away to safety when the mists enveloped Prismere, but I was too old to keep up with them. Well, enjoy the market while you can before the hags bring about the end of Prismere entirely.
So you have a problem with the hags?
Look around. Haven't you seen the rot? Haven't you seen the erosion and the decay?
Well, just so you know, the one in Hither's dead.
Hither.
Hither. Yes, excuse me. In Hither.
I swear that Speak with Animals is really getting to him.
He's had too much mead.
Yeah.
He says, "Is she now? Well,
Yes.
good for Hither. The one here is still very much alive."
Yeah, for now.
For now, we're
Working on it.
yeah.
Say someone was wanting to reverse that situation, what would be the one weakness that someone might find to take advantage of?
Yeah. Do you know if Scabatha has any weaknesses?
If she does, perhaps Lamorna would know.
Who?
Lamorna?
Lamorna, the unicorn.
Aha.
Lamorna.
He says,
So, where was the last time you saw Lamorna?
well, she can only be approached by other unicorns, so I haven't conversed with her personally in quite some time, not since her mate was, well...
Scabatha? Killed her mate?
Well, his horn was taken.
Oh.
Does that just make him a horse?
We're not sure what became of him, but he's not been seen from in quite a long while.
Wait, hold on. Don't we, out of character, don't we have that?
We have a unicorn horn.
Oh, that's right.
We found it in
Yeah,
Florida's
we found
stash.
It was in her scratch.
Well, thanks for pointing
Didn't one of the
reminding
little
us.
critters in one of the chests have it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The flowers.
We're not-
Mhm.
He said,
Yeah.
We're not going to tell him that right now, though.
he
That's why I
said,
said out of character.
he
Yeah.
says, yeah. So Winterbow says Lamorna might know something, but only unicorns can approach her lake.
What if you got this?
No, we weren't going to tell.
Oh, you aren't going to tell them?
No, we don't.
Well, too late now.
We don't.
I don't have it.
We
Yeah, we don't have
yeah,
it.
yeah, we don't want
He
anyone
says-
to know that we actually have it.
We
If
don't-
it came from.
He says
Right.
that said, I know that Will and Will and the children have been able to approach her somehow. They may know something that.
Come to speak of that, we were wanting to find Will and the children as
Will,
well.
yeah.
Do you know which way that is?
Oh, yes, I could help you find them.
Yeah.
You seem honest folk.
That's what it makes sense.
Yes, we are.
Sure.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
that would be very helpful.
Says, well, I don't move quite as fast as I used to, but I can get you there at any rate.
So
Without
we're
getting
kind of
lost.
slow and lazy to begin with.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
Do you think this would help me maybe approach? Maybe?
He says, "Oh, your Highness, forgive me. I did not recognize." And he tries to kneel down and.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Stop. Push him back up.
And he's.
Stuart, can you help him up, please?
Oh,
You didn't have to do that.
Oh.
is this her wearing pants? And
You know what?
if he is, how is he wearing his pants?
It's more like a skirt that he wears around his back.
Okay.
I take a
Okay.
little bit of
You
oil
those 4 pictures.
and a little bit of chili
That's how we do
powder.
it.
It's a fine, pepper.
Is he
Right?
gilded?
And put on a rag or something, right? Say, hang on, let me help you out. Put some oil and some pepper and rub it into his knees.
Says, hope you're not seasoning me for the owlbear.
No, just ought to help.
No,
you,
that's the line.
help with your joints.
He
That's
says,
Don's line. Yeah. No, yeah. You look at you, little snack.
You said that it's going to take us a little bit to get there.
Whole snack.
yeah.
Oh, don't worry. We got all day.
He says,
We have
yes,
to the
I'm
next
sure.
one.
Like I said, it's the moon.
Yeah, he says, yes, I'm sure you do. You've got until the next dawn, don't you?
Oh.
I'm so glad I'm not the first one to make that joke ever.
Question: does the dawn stay permanently, or is that due to Scaba's influence, or has it always been like that?
It's been that way as long as I can remember.
Okay.
At least here, anyhow. And hither, it's always sunset.
Yeah. Now, outside character, when we left, didn't it have a dawn when we left? Didn't you say that?
Yeah, I think we
That was
were
in
in
the other
Dawn. The last place was
No,
Yeah, the last place was
dusk.
sunset.
Yeah.
but
right. This place is
This place is dawn.
I thought you said when we cleared up that we created a dawn, didn't
When
we?
we were transitioning from hither to
Mhm.
thither,
Right.
there was a period
During
of like
the-
nighttime-ish.
during
Okay.
during the flight.
Okay.
into
For some reason,
dawn.
I thought like when we killed the witch at dawn
No,
or
but
something.
if we do the
All
right
the
thing
fog and
here,
water
The
and all
fog
foggy
lifted, that's what it
and
was.
the
All right.
fogginess started to dry
Yeah,
up.
the fog
Yes.
lifted.
Gotcha. All right.
What were you saying, Mike?
if we do the right thing here, that dawn may come, right?
Yes.
But yeah, by the way, that's true. You take some spicy pepper, put a
Yep.
little bit of oil, it will make a good joint out of it.
All right. So,
That's why Tiger Bomb was invented.
Yeah, sort of.
wait, Tiger Bomb.
That's not the
I've
first
been,
time
I've
you
been
made
watching
that
Venture
joke.
Brothers. Leave me alone.
That's also not the first time you've made that joke.
No,
No.
I'm still watching Venture Brothers.
Okay.
All right. So you guys, he says, oh, that does feel better. Thank you. Thank you,
So you're
sir.
going to join us too?
Well, I'm the one leading you, so
Yeah.
I'd probably be for the best if I did.
But you may continue
We're just collecting things right now. So-
we're collecting
He
compatriots.
says, I will not be collected. I will accompany you
Y'all didn't forget
for
what
a
I
shared
said.
purpose.
Hopefully
Yes,
nobody thinks we're
that-
getting
That's
an army
that-
out.
was our
that's
intent.
what I meant. Like
Yes.
just different colloquialism.
Mm-hmm. Don't let your ears get too long there, mister.
Alrighty then, let's on our way.
She likes to scoop
So-
things.
Yes, she does.
With the help of Winterbow leading you, you make your way through the Feywild, passing a couple more fairy circles as you go.
Which will not respond to us.
He says, "Oh well,
Or bear.
he says the rotten ones like that, they'll just make raspberries at you and wander off." He says, "The ones that are still fresh, though, the ones that are singing, those are the ones that are still good."
Ah.
Thank you.
Oh, and can you tell us how do they work?
He says, well, yes, you walk into one of them and you appear someplace else.
How do you know where you're going to appear? Or do you never know?
That's not a question I ever thought to ask, really.
Can you pop back?
He says, nope, they are one way.
Oh.
See?
Good.
Now, Voltan, aren't you glad we didn't let you go through?
Well, I mean, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Onward.
so you got to
Onward.
skip. So let's see. At this point, we've got a human, a half elf, an elf, a goblin, a bunny, a frog, a scarecrow, an owlbear,
An Asimar.
a lion. Oh yeah, the Asimar dude. He was like the most normal looking one of you, other than looking like Dante from Devil May Cry. And then
And the centaur.
and lastly a centaur.
Yes.
Oh, and what's our noodle? The...
Oh wait, no, we got a partridge in a pear tree to go.
Morgan
with that, too.
Robin is
You
a.
do not have
is
a
a-
Margot Robin is what?
She's a frog.
Frog.
She's a
Right.
frog.
But we now have a new
Not a
mission.
Githyanki. She's just a regular frog.
It's the only place in the universe where I don't just look like one of the guys.
You were trying to be the most boring you could, and you wound up being the most unique.
Or, well, it's just a random uniqueness.
Yeah.
Random
You
uniqueness.
stand out in the crowd.
Well, there's two people here who basically look like humans. Just one looks like white hair and like goth looking, and then we
There's
got
two of those.
yeah we got two pairs like that. We got like the normal looking half elf, and then the goth looking ranger. So
We were quite the
yeah,
company.
you know when this group first put themselves together, like everyone's names were like started with a V.
A V?
A V.
V or Z or W.
Yeah, it was like there was Pickle and there's Zark, and then everyone else was like Valena, Benito, Voltan. I'm like, how am I supposed to put initials on anything? Because when you guys all pick the same fucking letter.
And then Acabal.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, you picked S.
Yeah, we've all got the latter half of the alphabet.
Yeah, so I had to.
Oh, and then there was Pip. So Pip.
Yeah, there was a Pip, and Pip is also a rabbit.
Yeah, he was a tall bun.
He was a taller.
But the
rabbit.
rabbits haven't met each other yet.
No.
Not as of yet. No.
Negative.
He just missed out on
Then it'll be
them
a
getting
battle to the
poofed out.
death. There can be only one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have lightning bunnies.
Lightning bunnies.
Lightning round.
That'd be awesome.
Well,
Pip's
my,
kind of skittish though, so I don't know.
my name's is actually from my lineage. Are these family?
Yes.
That's 1910 to 15.
Yeah, it's early 19th century.
Okay.
Yep.
At least we have a guide to get to the tree now.
He leads you through the woods for quite some time. What?
He didn't answer my question.
Oh, did you put your stuff in the dryer?
It's already in the dryer.
Okay. What was your question?
Would the crown maybe help me approach the unicorn bits?
He says, I don't know. I don't have any reason to believe so, but I don't have any way of proving that it wouldn't.
Where is the unicorn that doesn't have the horn?
Nobody knows.
He disappeared after he lost his horn.
Poop.
Hasn't been seen.
Well, it was worth a thought.
He's too embarrassed to be seen without his wand.
Winterbow, I have a question for you.
Yes.
We came from hither just recently, and over there were several people that look like me. And we haven't seen any since we've been here. Is my species common here?
I've seen the odd Harengon or two, but as far as I know, they mostly flock to Ogden Longscoff's banner over in Hither. Yes.
Oh, I'm wondering how he's doing.
Oh, I don't know. He seemed rather tenacious from the legends that I've heard.
Not too well last I heard.
He got a little tied up again.
Oh, did you hang him up by his
little
scarf?
tied up.
Pretty much.
No, we freed him. We let him go, I believe.
No, he was already
He already
free.
had a scarf, but we didn't tie him down. We just left him.
No, we hung him by the scarf again.
We did.
I thought
you
you
left him on
Tied him on
the
the
throne.
Yeah, we tied him on the
Because it
throne.
was a big point of contention that we
There's a
left him
little
on the
difference
throne with
between
this little
tying
paper
somebody
crown.
to the throne and hanging him.
I thought he got hung again on the scarf.
No,
No,
because
he got. I think somebody stepped on it at some point and like ganked him, but
yeah,
no, you did not. You did not
it's
leave
a
him
point of
hanging.
contention
Yeah, I think we
because
left
John was not for it at all.
We left him to go free, I believe.
And I remember that was one of the first points of contention while between the party while I was
He
here.
may have been a little singed when we left him.
Whoops.
It was funny though.
All right, so where's his
Okay.
fellow leaders?
Hopefully no heartbeat.
Yeah, so
You guys, as he's leading you, the owlbear starts trying to get your attention and try to talk to it again and whatnot. But you soon figure out like why he's trying to get your attention, and it's because up ahead you can hear a small group of children frolicking around a leafy oak tree,
he hears the
Oh, thank
children.
goodness.
and you can hear their gleeful yelps carrying through the forest.
Remind me to tell you a story about props later.
As you get closer, you can see that from the tree dangle painted swings, and nestled in its crown is a ramshackle treehouse.
That is so cool.
Let me see if I can find a picture of this dude. Oh God, why did it
I
just
mean,
open
that's
up?
a tree,
that's
but not the
tree,
right
yeah.
tree.
Will of the Wild.
Greg.
Father.
Steve.
Will of the Wild.
Will of the Feywild.
Why are there no
Larry?
pictures?
Mark.
There should be
John?
one. That's a significant location.
Yep. Open image
Matt.
and new tab.
That's Jesus of the Feywild.
Oh, that's gonna cause trouble.
Jesus of the Feywild.
Jesus, who's that?
Jesus. Where's
Don't
my
be
mouse
And
cursor?
he's on crack.
World's most
No,
effective
he's on meth. He's just strung out.
Yes, he's
Apparently, so is the
he
shroom.
is it. Yes, they're all
He's on shrooms. That's it.
He's on the
Okay.
shrooms, and the shroom is on people.
Okay, so as you get
He's got puppy pants.
as you get closer, you can see that the children take notice of the fact that there's a giant owlbear and a lion approaching, along with all the rest of you, and so you hear a bunch of children go like in the high pitched way that little children's go like, and they like just go running up clambering up into the treehouse, and you see the treehouse begin to move and rotate as the tree begins to turn and face you and creaking, and
Here's that sound I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice.
Light bulb.
Yeah. probably that one.
What's a light bulb?
and from out of the branches you see this young lad with like a peanut butter complexion and a bushy mane of hair. He comes swooping out of it on a vine with a rapier in one hand, and he lands in front of you and says, "Stand down or face merry hell."
It's Mary Hell! Mary Hell!
It's Peter Pan.
How merry is that hell?
He says, "How merry do you want it to be, sir?"
Very merry.
Well, very merry, not so much hellish.
He says, "You see, you folks seem to have a wit about you. Who are you?"
Still working on that one.
We're
Still
still
working on
figuring that
getting
out.
that wit, actually.
He says,
We're a band of travelers looking to get rid of witches.
"Are you now? And how can I be sure that you speak the truth?"
Because totally tell everybody our business.
One,
We do.
Helps,
We already got rid of, yes, we got rid of one witch already.
do I still have the head?
No.
Do we have that?
No.
Oh, that's right. he
Got it
exploded,
exploded.
yeah.
He says,
We have something from
Because
Bath
I said so.
Would
he
you take?
says, "The goblins I know, I'll run a shop over at Scabbeth's."
I've never
Not this
actually been there. I've never been here before.
He says, "You and your owlbear.
This is Juniper.
The owlbear looks familiar to me." I believe I've seen them and their master
Who's not me?
trading wares at Skabatha's before.
Oh.
They were attacked by the Jabberwocky, and I freed the owlbear. Don't know where the
We adopted him.
yeah. We don't know where the other person's at. He's dead.
So he turns to the owlbear and says, "You there, Juniper? Is this true?" And you can tell because you have we'll say you have speaking animal presently. He says, "Yes, good smelling elf man got taken, but this one with rope hair, he freed me.
Rope hair.
He'd not smell as good, but they have lots of meat and scritches."
Yeah.
I'm sitting on him, by the way.
So, Will. You're Will, right?
No,
What gave me away?
Well, there's wanted
It's the wanted posters.
He says, "It's a terrible depiction of me."
they never get the nose right, right?
No, they never
just
do.
like you.
And it does look exactly like it.
Not that we want to turn you in. We're
Right.
more interested in the person who drew the wanted poster.
Well, that would be Skabatha, no doubt. That or maybe her rug or her doll, maybe.
Her rug
What?
or her doll?
Oh yes, she has all manner of
This and that.
compatriots and followers on that she's contrived of and constructed over the years.
What did you do that made her want to make a wanted poster for you?
He says, "Well, I'm not proud to say this, but at one point I was in her employ, but after a change of heart and some turns of events, I determined that the best course of action is to help free those whom I at one point caused to fall into her clutches and to do away with the evil witch."
So, if we're trying to help you with that, do you know of any weaknesses she has?
Any weaknesses?
Like,
Anything that would
with
make her dizzy or confused or...
Bad Lorna, is like if you ran like counterclockwise around her, she kind of got bit.
Oh, the Withershins dancer.
Yeah.
And that's how she was done away with.
Yep.
He says, "I need to think on this."
What have you tried that didn't work?
He says, "Well, we've been making sorties against her, trying to knock out her tin men. We've
What are
tried-
tin men?
Oh yes, she has an army of tin soldiers.
Only 10?
No,
Hey,
metal
it's,
soldiers.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
they
that, not
haven't
everybody.
invented aluminium yet. The tin.
Yes.
I thought we meant the number.
Um,
I was like, I think we can handle 10.
So let's see.
Now who's been
she's
nipping
got
at the
a-
mead?
She's got an army of 10 soldiers.
Actually,
She's got furry what? Fur rug? What's a fur rug?
no, she's got a rug that can animate and do a bidding, and she has this large stuffed doll that's been a friend for many years. That's utterly loyal.
What does a stuffed doll do?
what's it look like?
It's some sort. It must be some sort of construct or something. I'd
Ah,
imagine, but it's
Daddy.
not to be underestimated.
I see.
Can I try a knowledge arcana? I have +1.
You're
You
better
can always
than
try.
13 + 1 is 14.
Okay. I mean, in a place where candy grows on trees and mushrooms sing,
an
an animated doll doesn't seem too far out of the ordinary.
Okay.
What's the doll called?
Calcarina.
Sorry, Final Fantasy girl. 14.
The doll's name.
Listen,
Where is
it's a
it?
strategy thing. Don't always go directly for the head. Go for the helpers too. Weaken the helpers, right?
See, where was he when we accidentally, kind of, sort of, because of me,
invaded a goblin fortress. Or a gremlin fortress. Now I'm doing it. Gosh!
Too much meat for everyone.
I haven't even had any. I have no excuse.
I already finished my wine skin of meat.
Oh, pincushion.
Pincushion.
It's a good name for a dog.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
I also understand there's a unicorn living in the middle of a lake.
So
They have
might not heard it.
a grudge against Skavatar
Right.
as well.
Oh, yes.
Dog's
Lam-
fire.
You must be talking about Lamorna.
Yes.
Yes, she hates Skavatar for what she did to her mate.
Took her horn?
We're trying to find both of them, if possible.
You mean Lamorna and her mate?
Well, when we know her mate's missing, if we could find a little more. Or
Yeah, if we can find the
find
mate, that'd be awesome. That'd be great too.
Maybe
Um,
we can help.
that is possible. And while you guys are talking, you see a little kitten wander up towards Will and start
Is it a
nuzzling it against its head. I have a picture of the kitten.
what do they call it? The
Displaced.
Displacer beast.
Oh no! I'm not.
Is that your kitty?
Is it the
Possibly.
Displacer beast finally? We've asked every freak person.
The Displacer
about
kitten.
damn Displacer beast kitten. Star or Scar
Star.
or Stubbs or
Study.
Larry.
Larry.
Or is it the other brother Larry? No, it's Daryl. Sorry.
Larry, Daryl, and Daryl. Hello,
Larry Daryl.
I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl.
That was so brilliant.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Let me see if I can find a picture here.
Did you ever see the final episode?
I don't remember it, but yeah, I did.
Didn't Stephanie and what's his name get married and
The big part, the big part I remember was Bob Newhart waking up.
it's a dream?
As a dream.
And it was during he was back at his psychology practice.
Yeah.
I remember that now. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I remember that.
What show was that?
Bob Newhart.
Bob
Newhart.
Newhart show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it ended with, there was a show that came on, I guess, in the 70s called Newhart.
Yeah.
Or Bob Newhart show.
They
And at the
were-
end of that
they
one,
were
he was
both
back
the
in that
Bob Newhart
show.
show.
Oh God.
One was just Newhart, and one was
Bob Newhart.
Bob
I can't remember
Newhart.
which one was which.
I think Newhart was the one in Vermont where he was in the
It
cottage.
was.
The
Yeah.
Bob Newhart show was where he was the psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is that's a genius show.
both were.
Yeah,
And
there are good
that's-
pictures of them. Well,
sorry,
this
I'm
one
going
I'll have to do, I guess.
Yeah,
We're waiting on you.
We're
We're
going
being patient.
I know you are.
We're going
Keep
off the
yourself
rails over
entertained
here
while you
on a crazy train.
work the magic.
We're going off the rails.
On a crazy train.
Yes.
All right, so I'll put this in Discord.
Suspense is terrible.
I know. So you see a small
There
guy.
you go.
Just,
What? Where?
There you go.
Where?
I see it.
Oh,
There we go.
Pickle.
Where'd the
That's the
see it.
kitten we've been looking for. Pickle. That's
No,
Do
wait
I
a
see it?
second.
Do I see it? Do I see it? Do I see it?
Oh, I moved Discord.
Now,
Yeah, too many
what's his name?
fucking
What's his
windows.
name
Fill me
again?
in.
Star.
Hold on.
Why were you
hold
looking
on.
Star.
for this
Yeah.
He's
critter?
got a star, though, isn't he?
Yeah, in the center of his forehead.
Why are you looking for this critter?
Is that? Do I see him? Do I see him?
Before we
You do
came
see
here
him.
to the Feywild, his father said he was missing and had been taken away.
Oh,
I hopped down off the owlbear.
We have a ball for him that his father gave us
I
to
have a
help.
ball.
Yes,
Oh, wait a
we
second.
promised to
Into
help
your
look for
window.
him when we came here.
But he didn't have a star.
Star.
Nope, he doesn't have a star.
No, that's just his name.
I thought it was because of a coloration and marking, but maybe not.
Well, you know, if Google, I'm sorry, this is Bing. No wonder I can't find anything.
Okay, he got the best picture he could.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Damn you, Bill Gates.
And you will Wheaton.
Ask me for some stories sometime.
I mean, that's just
As a jerk face.
it's the rough.
She knows his name and she can. Yes.
He's
So-
still a kitten.
So the little kitten, which has a couple like tentacles coming out its back with like these weird like poppy looking pads on the ends, so it comes out and it's carrying a little mouse in its mouth and trying to get Will's attention.
Star.
Yeah, what's it? Are you Star?
Hi.
It drops the mouse at his feet and just kind of looks at you.
So do I still have to speak with animals?
Mm-hmm.
pull
So
the ball out of my.
we've met your father.
So you pull the shiny metal ball out, and its eyes get real big, and it stands up on its hind paws, and you see another copy of it appear like on top of the ball.
Your papa gave me this. He misses you.
Papa?
Yeah, Gilligron, your papa.
Papa. And you see another copy of the kitten like appear on top of Zulrich's head.
Oh, it's so stinking cute.
Yes.
The one on top of Zulrich's head, is it the copy, or is it the original?
Give me a perception check.
Yes. We've met your father. He's worried
18
about you.
plus.
Some stuff.
18 plus.
Shoot at your head.
yeah,
3
yes.
to the kitten.
So yes, you can tell it's a copy because it kind of flickers in and out. It's a little baby displacer that just hasn't fully mastered its abilities yet. So he's made one copy on top of that's like on top of the ball, and then another one that's just like up the head.
Okay. That's all. I just want to make sure he wasn't going to be uncomfortable real quick. So this is basically you're entertaining this place for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've been looking for him because his papa's looking for him. He's been missing.
I explained that his father's worried about him. And
Yeah.
He said, Will says, oh, I see. So you know this little cub's paw, don't you?
Yeah, we met him at the Witchlight Carnival.
what was his name
The
again?
Witchlight Carnival.
Gilligard.
That would explain that crown on your head, little one.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that happened. But yeah, he was running the lost and found, and when the little kiddos would get lost, he'd hang out with them and snuggle with them and play with them until they got found.
Okay, the kitten is trying to climb up you to get to the ball.
I'm not that big.
Yeah, so it's like
They're cute. Oh my god, you're so cute.
so
I'll sit down.
the ball gets on the ground, and he and his like 2 copies start playing with the ball and batting it.
I
Batting
literally
it
sit
around.
down on the ground and make
The cats and Fur are playing together. We talked to.
Yeah, so the goblin and the cats are all playing together with the ball.
I pat the ground so that Juniper will sit down behind me because I want to know.
Okay, so the Owlbear sits down behind you, and it's kind of curious about this, and the lion is just kind of like look like. And it's looking at that ball. So it's like
No.
it just kind of bats it, and the kitten goes running off after the ball.
No.
Will says, well, if Star likes you, then you can't be all bad. Especially if you bothered to bring his little mirror ball all the way from the prime.
mirror
Correct.
ball.
We're all right.
Except this one.
Wait.
I'm not sure I like you.
I'm not sure anyone does.
Hey, I like you. Mirror
We haven't
ball.
let the outlier eat
Yeah,
him
it's like
yet,
a,
so.
it's like a mirrored ball.
Oh, it's just a ball.
Not a mirror ball like a disco ball. It's not fast,
Aw.
but it's it's just a shiny ball.
Damn it, I thought that cat was going to have his own personal rave.
Whoa. With all the lights bouncing
Some
off of it.
mushrooms, some lights
No,
bouncing,
no,
a mirror
no.
ball.
Okay, so he says, well, I've been taking care of Star and all the rest of these kids. He
How
says,
did Star get here?
well, those hags, each one of them's got to look out what stalks around the Witchlight Carnival, and anytime someone sneaks in without buying a ticket, they decide that means they get to take what's theirs, and they'll go and they'll take something from them. It could be a memory, it could be a pastime, it could be a keepsake, a memento, but sometimes, if they're really clever, they'll lure them through a portal in the carnival into the Prismere here, and then sort of do with them what they will.
So
No play on my name intended.
So you're saying Star snuck in because Duragron was a
No,
member
what
of the circus?
No, what I'm saying is that one of the homunculi, one of the little creatures, the familiars, lured the poor cub into the Feywild.
Ah, I see.
So,
Do we have
so
a
it seems
way?
like you got a couple things to do here. One, fix this witch's wagon, right? So to speak.
Her wagon's
And
broken?
remember we saw the broken wagon.
Yeah.
And get this little cub back to his papa, right?
He says, well, I'll tell you what, I've been working on a plan for a while to deal with this scatter thing. Because we've had enough of this Granny Nightshade. But if you're able to help me depose her, then I think my work here might be done, and I can send these kids on home, including Star.
Yeah.
So we'll strategize.
Yes.
Well, and he says, perhaps we'd better go up into the treehouse to discuss this. Your large friends might need to wait down here.
So I'll tell them that we need to go up to the treehouse to talk, but if they would wait here, we'll be back down.
Tell them not to eat anybody.
Winterbow says, don't worry, I can look after them. I'm something of a ranger myself.
Tell the owlbear and the lion not to eat anybody.
Yes, and don't eat any friendly.
He says,
Yeah.
no, eat friends.
Yes.
We won't bite.
Give them face scratches and
Yeah.
a head smooch.
All right. You
Friends are
you
friends,
continue
not food.
scratching everything that travels on 4 feet. All right.
I don't know why.
I do.
One likes good,
Yeah.
two likes
You
better.
do.
Those are cute.
Yes.
Okay.
She likes critters, apparently.
It is, yes.
Should have made her a
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
druid.
All your characters.
That would have made sense.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
We could be a barbarian Jewish, certainly.
Yeah.
That's
You
totally
got the multi-class.
No. I can't do it.
Barbarian what?
barbarian Jewish.
Mhm.
I can't do it.
Shaman.
I'm a one-class girl.
Drood.
Next
Druid.
campaign, because I haven't played with it forever.
Okay.
Head into the treehouse.
So,
Yes.
So you guys head up onto the treehouse. The floor of the treehouse is covered with blankets, cushions, and piles of straw. Hanging from the 6-foot-high ceiling by a rope is a basket that holds apples, berries, sugar cane, and a few crumpled up sheets of parchment. In one corner, lying on a cushion, is a rusty oil can that looks out of place. Heaped in another corner is a crude unicorn costume made of polka dot quilts and a wooden horse's head that has a wooden horn attached to it.
You have a unicorn costume? Is that what you use to get close to the island?
He says, well, you're a clever one, yes. How'd you figure that out?
Well, they said only unicorns could approach the other unicorns.
He says, well, I stand among some learned individuals. Most
Well, somewhat-
impressive, Sir Elf.
More complicated than that.
I
Didn't
would
it?
have thought it'd been more
Yeah.
complicated as well.
Yes.
but
I thought it would just been like, oh no, he's cool.
I thought it would have just been because
No,
they're kids.
he's just a
Innocence,
trickster.
Yeah.
Not very good.
And is there any magic involved in the costume?
Well, perhaps the magic of imagination.
So no.
Yeah, I'm
So does
I'm
the
getting a little flashback right now.
unicorn, can she see very well?
Mhm.
I mean, I think her vision's quite fine. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Very well.
I mean, I don't think it's Lamorna who keeps others from getting close. I think it's the lake rather.
Oh, how so?
I don't know. It's just no one can get near the lake
Unless they look like a unicorn.
unless they look like a unicorn.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
Does anybody have that
Thing.
theming?
We
So,
have
Okay.
so as you guys are all climbing up here, there's 3 other children here who are kind of gawking at you. You see a young male dwarf who looks like he's just getting his first whiskers, and as you're coming up there, he says, "Oi, Will, who's this lot?" And Will says, He says, just a moment, Bobby. Let me do some introductions. My new friends. He says, this strapping young lad is Bobby. That little ginger-haired elf girl back there, and you see a little wood elf girl with her, kind of tan skin and ginger hair. He says that's Sloane. And she just kind of goes like, doesn't seem Sloane. She just kind of doesn't look super impressed. And she's like, hi.
I like her.
And then there's also a young half orc girl who looks like she's a bit younger than the other two, and he says, and this is Xenar, and she like puffs up her chest, and she says like, you lot better not be causing any trouble with Will, or we'll cast you right back down from this treehouse and laugh at you.
Okay.
He says, she says, and don't you get uppity, shorty. And you guys are like the same height. He said, don't think that just because you're green, that means you can get to be mean. That's my job.
I mean, you can have it.
Damn straight.
And you're doing such a middling job at it, too.
I don't know what that means, but...
I stand on tippy
Shut
toes.
up.
I stand on tippy toes.
She stands on her tippy toes more.
My crown is taller.
He says, children, please. He says, we've got a plan to discuss. And the kids are all like, wait, the plan?
The plan!
The
Stan.
good plan.
Yeah, I hope it's a good plan.
It might be 12% of the plan.
My hopes are not very high.
We said it was a plan,
It's
not a
gonna
good
be
plan.
The plan.
It will become a good plan.
Turn from it or not.
We can make another plan.
All right, so you guys, he motions for all you guys to take seats on the pillows.
I pass out snake jerky.
Yep, I was gonna say the same way. I'm gonna take some steak
Does
jerky
anybody
and
have
finish
any
my
more
meat
meat?
off.
I continue to stand.
You better save some meat from your
I'm gonna relax.
So you guys
relax.
pass out the jerky.
Any more meat, anyone?
Oh,
man.
But
I'll take some meat.
Think he's had plenty.
So Bobby says, I'll have some meat. I've got my whiskers.
Oh, we don't have enough for you right
I
now.
see, all three of them.
That's 3 more than you've got, Greenie.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a bad thing.
So do you
Make a perception check to try and decipher his age.
He looks like he is like probably just barely hitting puberty.
Well, how old is that for us?
In dwarf years could be...
That's probably about 65.
No,
They
don't age
actually
that
adult
slow.
out
No.
pretty young. It's just that they live a couple of years or so.
Yeah,
Oh.
so he's probably like maybe like 15 years old tops.
Yeah.
It's not-
Like, I'm a girl.
I'm
I'm not
gonna
supposed to have facial.
I'm
Well,
I'm gonna use my
I'm a girl
perception
goblin.
I have
to see if there's I can smell
Okay, I don't speak
a forge around here anywhere.
Okay, give me a perception check.
I rolled a something low. I rolled a 7. I did not. Plus 3, 10.
You do not smell or have any other notice of a forge. The only thing that smells even remotely close is you can smell that old oil can that's sitting on one of the pillows in the corner of the room.
What's with the oil can?
And you hear a creaking sound from the oil can as it flexes, and it kind of sits up, and it says, "I have a name,
What's your name?
Squirt."
Of course it is.
It says, "I'm not feeling so good, running on empty."
Oh,
It says, need more oil.
what kind?
Vogel oil.
What?
Cooking.
Vogel oil.
Vogel.
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 Vogel?
Vogel.
Vogel.
Vogel oil.
Vogel oil.
I don't believe I have any.
I
That's
do actually
right.
have a flask of regular oil as opposed to cooking oil.
You're let's see, any of you have Go ahead. You can give me an Arcana or a Nature check to see if you can figure out what he's talking about.
Not it.
Not it.
I got +4 to nature. I don't know if anyone has better.
No,
I got
Nobody's
plus
got our
one.
medicine help.
Probably not.
All right, do it.
I'll go.
Do it, John. Or it's all right.
16.
16. So you know that Bogle are a type of tiny fey creature?
A
That-
boggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
they're a type of tiny creature, and they create oil and sticky substances, and that they use to like attack and
And they have expert.
mess with people. Let me show you a picture.
They're kind of tricksters, and that's how they do their tricks. I think some boggle. Oh, the reason I was wondering if I was trying to sense this. Do you have a forge around here or anything?
Forge.
For the young dwarf fellow to practice on?
Bobby just says, "No."
No, you
Hmm.
don't gotta be too.
Have you had anyone teach you anything about smithing yet?
He says, "No one here can teach." He says, "No one here can teach me about forging or mining or distilling or anything like
That's
that."
what I'll tell you what, if we can find a forge, I can teach you a little bit.
Magic together.
He says,
So when you return home, you can go home with some skill.
"Well, I'd be right in your debt." He says, "Thank you, Sir Human.
Second one.
His name's Stuart.
Stu. You can call me Stu.
Thank you, Stu."
And I don't even get to call you Stu.
Huh? No, you're Stu.
Get out of my brain! Get out of my brain!
You are on fire today.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, this scaling is screwed up on Chrome.
Like, wow, I thought I was an angsty kid. We're in a room full of them.
Yep. Oh, that looks better. Okay. Increase the scaling on that back up. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, at present, you guys are currently up here at Little Oak, and as you guys are talking, you can feel as the tree is like pacing around and moving and whatnot, and it kind of seems to wander around as you guys are hanging out, and you can hear from down below your menagerie following the tree around as it wanders around the Feywild.
So what's our strategy going to be in approaching him?
He says, right. Well, if you're up to help, and he takes a like a piece of chalk and he clears away some of the blankets and whatnot from the center of the floor and begins sketching out. He says, well, this is Loomlurch here, and he draws like a long log with like 3 smaller trees sticking up from it.
Yeah, seen that.
And he says, so my plan is Bobby, Sloan, Zenor, and Star will creep through the woods to the west of the tree and hide just out of sight of the screaming scarecrows.
Oh, we got one of those.
He says,
It doesn't scream so much.
It's very
and,
close.
and Clapperclaw says, I don't scream.
Only when you're falling from the sky, which is only one time.
Hey, you guys scream too.
Yeah, we did.
Let me see if I can bring
Well-
up a map of this place that was described.
A couple of you didn't because you were.
So you're going to send the children to sneak up on the west side of the log, correct?
Yes. So, I guess I can show you this map.
Somebody's going to have to be designated to check out the doll and the carpet.
And the other,
Volunteer?
Why did
Alright,
just do a
so
fire arrow?
Fire was going to take out the doll, I would think.
Fire arrow.
Yeah.
You can arrange
Doesn't
your
do the
bluff. If I don't have the bow for it, I just got a
I could do that.
He said, okay,
I mean,
so
if it's fire you want, it's fire you got.
Yeah.
I'll handle it.
You handle the fire or you handle the arrow?
Have fireball yet?
No,
No,
but I still have burning.
okay.
No, fireball in a forest. No, that's a little much.
Yeah.
yeah, that wouldn't be great. Let me zoom
We're
back
talking
out.
about very selective fire.
We all
I can
saw this
selectively
week how quickly
fire
fire
everything.
travels.
Oh my god. So, you know that fire that occurred there last week
Oh yeah.
when it was super windy that day?
Because someone was grilling.
Who the fuck grills when there's a
Uh,
goddamn gale?
All right, all present company accepted a damn Yankee that never grilled nothing before. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
I mean, if you live in the South, you know you have Bermuda grass, and you don't grill in foul weather in the winter. And if you do grill in the winter, you know the Bermuda's going to be brown. So you know what you do?
Wet it
You
down.
wet it
Pre-wet
down
it.
first.
We talked about that earlier. Yeah.
Right.
Hose it down.
Everybody who's from the South who's another folk, these folks complain about the Bermuda grass. They don't understand how grass works in the South, right? The other grass is expensive to maintain. Kentucky bluegrass is probably the best thing to do, but it's to maintain it and lay it down is twice as much. It'd cost them $5,000 per house to lay that down, plus another. Well, we'd raise our rates to maintain it over the course of the year. Because guess what? They got shady spots between each one of these houses, and none of them grass things except Bermuda tolerate shade.
Yeah.
well, anyway, we'll see what our.
No.
That's why they do Bermuda down here, and that's why they do it in subdivisions.
I mean, I had regular green grass at my last place, and it did fine. I never had to water it, but it was, established in the '90s, so there was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they don't let clover or anything else grow up around here because everything's got to look uniform. About half my lawn at the old place was clover, and it was great.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
I had bunnies, I had bees. Around here, nothing living around here except for fucking coyotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tell you
And
about
fire
clover
ants.
and coyotes.
Fire ants, yeah.
well, I haven't seen any
Ants,
fire ants yet, thankfully.
Well,
Well,
this ain't
well,
North Texas, so you got a little bit of fire ants out here, but it's not like Texas.
Yeah.
Oh
It
yeah.
ain't like Florida.
Yeah, Florida's got the swimming fire ants.
I lived in Texas
The
like
massive
half of my
fire
life.
ants, yeah, they're fun.
The plan.
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 The plan. So
Who's got the plan?
he says, all right. So she has a row of screaming scarecrows.
Why did they scream?
To
They're
scare.
scared.
I guess they're an alarm system of sorts.
Uh,
Anyway, so the plan is we have Bobby, Sloan, Zenor, and Star creep through the woods just west of the tree and hide just out of sight of the screaming scarecrows. Meanwhile, I'll sneak around to the entrance near the kitchen.
Kitchen.
Where's the kitchen entrance?
That seems
In
like
a panic, a lot of people shut the kitchen up.
Oh, he says, meanwhile, I'll scout around towards the kitchen entrance on the east side, and
Okay.
he points to an entrance over here. Okay.
Okay.
And then you lot will enter the goblin market, posing as travelers.
I mean, we kind of are. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he points out the goblin market
We
down
want
here.
to attract attention
Goblin
or not.
market.
Just-
Yeah.
He says you lot can enter the goblin market, posing as travelers, purchase some sweets, and arrange for a meeting with the hag. During the meeting, the children will alert the screaming scarecrows, thereby drawing the attention of the tin soldiers out into the garden. And then, while everyone is distracted, you lot can free the captives from the workshop while I climb into the textile mill to free the captives there. Once all the children are free, we all run back to Little Oak.
Wait a minute.
But
None of
doesn't
this.
get rid of-
None of this says take out the hag.
Yeah, that doesn't get rid of Scabatha.
Yeah.
No, but if we free
if
the
you
children.
free the children, you're just going to escape, and she'll go out and round you up a little bit at a time, and you're not going to end your torment.
Our purpose is to end Scabatha, and then the children will be free to begin. Anyway.
Well, but if we get him out first, then nobody gets hurt.
Or maybe we get them out of harm's way.
Yeah.
He says, well,
see
there
that.
certainly are. He says, well, you certainly do have quite the wild lot with you. You might stand a chance against her.
And if Scabatha catches us trying to free the kids, then they're going to be in the way immediately. At least we can keep the kids separated if we go after Scabatha and draw her
So
out.
Zener, the little Sloane, the sarcastic little elf girl, she says, Skabitha won't hurt us. If she hurts us, we'll just disappear to someplace, and she won't have anyone to work in her stupid toy shop anymore.
I like you.
How will you disappear?
Whatever.
Yes. How do you disappear?
How
What
do
do you
you
mean by
disappear?
disappear?
She says, anytime a kid gets hurt too bad, we just poop.
Poof to where?
Yeah.
Back home?
Let's see. You see me? I'm like right here. Clearly, I've not pooped, so I can't give you a reasonable answer on where kids poop to. All I just know is that we poop.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen anyone who's pooped
Don't
and come
start
back.
punching the kids.
Right.
I wasn't going to. I was going to hit her with a crossbow pole.
Yeah.
Toss them out of the tree.
I mean, the best way to find out is demonstration, right?
But we would not know where they go if you do that. They don't come back. We don't know what happens.
Sure.
They wake up.
I'll heal her if she comes back.
But they don't come back, so we would learn nothing.
We don't know that.
All right. So this plan, we release the kid. Hey, we release the kids, and then it's just Skabitha.
And
Right?
the 10 soldiers
And
and the
the
rod.
and the
stringing scarecrows and the stuffed doll and
So he
We
said,
get the kids out, we set everything on fire.
She's got our partridge.
I like that idea.
he says, so the little elf girl says, she says, oh yeah, start a fire in the middle of the forest.
I would-
Great plan.
Just one little tiny fire in that doll.
It's not our forest.
Also, you're not
Well,
really
isn't that convenient for you?
good with jokes, are
Actually,
you?
yeah.
I mean,
I find it very convenient.
I don't
Yeah,
look as
right.
funny as all of you guys do, so I don't see how I could be.
Thank you.
All right, Smarty Pants. What's Skabitha's weakness?
It's like, I don't know, if I knew her weakness, like I'd have taken her out, or like
Mhm,
maybe
mhm.
Zenar would have.
Sure.
Zenar? Do we know who Zenar is?
Who's in her?
The half orc.
The half-orc.
Zenar's a little half orc girl. She's like, yeah, I'd give her what for.
All right.
Alright, so
What about
Let me see if I can
Here's
find
what I
what her
suggest.
weakness is. And if she
here's what
knows
I
it.
suggest.
Oh, sorry.
We go and speak to this unicorn.
Yeah.
Next, we go speak to this unicorn and see if we can get any help from the unicorn. Then we go and have a little conversation with Skabitha and see if we can discern any weaknesses from a conversation with her.
Then we can come back here.
Then we come back here and decide what to do.
How about, in line of that, we find everyone that can help. We got the kids. We got if we can get the unicorns.
What
We got a
about this walking
centaur
tree?
fellow.
Mm-hmm.
What about the
Owlbear,
trees? Owlbears. Everybody.
Lion.
Recruit. Basically, build an army out of everybody.
I think we are on our way to doing that, yes.
I think that was Lord of the Rings.
or in this case, Lord of the Flies. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lord of the
I was
Feywild.
thinking that earlier with the mushrooms, but yeah.
Yeah.
When they were talking about the heist, getting all the children, I'm like, we are going full changey bang bang over here.
Yep. So, but yeah, I think we should speak to the unicorns and see if we can't get their
Well, I
help
mean, I've seen it,
and
but
That was
regroup with
like
as
the
much help
first
as we
movie
can
I
get
saw.
first,
Indeed.
and then
I remember you saying that.
reform our plan.
Well, as you're suggesting this, you hear this much deeper, louder voice coming from below you,
It's a tree.
and it seems to be Little Oak himself. He says, "The only problem with that is I leave a big path when I march. They'd see me coming from a mile away, and if we don't win, there's no way we'd be able to get away fast enough.
Sounds like
So-
John Wayne.
Our getaway gang would be getaway gone."
Well, we would already be there to surprise her when you would start coming in as a distraction.
That's great, but this isn't the first time some smarty pants has tried making a plan to take out Skabitha.
Trees ain't good for when agility
Yeah,
is
but we
required.
already took
Unless-
out,
What is it? We were talking about taking the tree with us?
Well, that's great for hither, but this is thither.
there.
And
It could be Heather.
and he says, and besides, she didn't. From what I know, she didn't have a flying rocking horse.
Who has a flying rocking horse?
Scab.
Granny Nightshade.
So,
Are they
Same
the same
person.
person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's the rocking horse?
She rides it.
Oh, she's not riding it. Where is it?
Well, she's normally mad and it stops.
No,
Oh,
that's the key in her back.
Oh.
That's where I made the joke last time that she must be a side sleeper.
Where are my grappling hooks?
Will-
They don't- I don't
yeah,
know.
Will said-
Yeah.
Not Will. Bobby says, he says, "Oh, I've seen the rocking horse. It's outside. It's not far from the red cap patch."
Oh, maybe we can GTA the rocking horse.
Maybe we can destroy the
Or,
rocking
I bet you it's made of wood.
Flammable rocking horse?
How about do we want to lure this person out to the rocking horse and ambush the hell out of her?
I'd rather just set the
Spin the
horse on
rocking horse
fire and then
around
deal with
in a
her
circle?
later.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
attack her.
Well,
Put some glue on the rocking horse.
Yeah.
And a bear trap.
And the bear trap. Set it in a big circle.
And don't forget the mossy cloak. That was the key to the
you
whole
can only
thing.
do that crap once.
They'll never see it happen again.
But I do like the idea of booby trapping the rocking horse. Right?
So we can get to it without it running off.
Well, it depends on when we
Rocking
finally decide we're going to
Is
take
this a
on.
sentient rocking horse?
We don't know.
Well, it depends on when we finally decide we're going to take on Scappa, though we haven't taken a look at her location yet or any of that.
I
Right.
think
We need to do
it's-
some scouting
yeah.
of her location before we decide to go do
Because
this.
I want to know where she holds up.
Exley's got a finger pointing up.
But the tree does chime in. He says, "Talking to Lamorna, though, does sound like a good idea
Oh, yeah.
before you
Yeah.
commit to any plans."
Yeah.
Yes, this was what we were going to do. I talked to him in Silva.
And I understand.
Yeah. He speaks in Sylvan to you guys and says,
I understand nothing.
he says, Lamorna is a dear, sweet old friend, but she's been sad ever since she lost her mate to Scabatha's predations.
Yes,
He says, I know that Eladon's horn was removed by Scabatha, but I have no idea where Eladon himself ended up.
Got a question
However,
for you.
he says, from what I do know, if you can find a fallen unicorn and reunite it with its horn, you should be able to restore its majestic form.
So all we're missing is a fallen unicorn.
Yes. There's no telling what it might take, though. Whether it's still a horse or a pony or who knows what.
We're on to that again.
A centaur?
I don't know. But he says one way to check would be to see if they have a scar on their forehead where the horn was ripped off.
Hey, Winterbow,
Yes.
do you have a scar on your forehead?
Well, I did get raked by a hawk once.
Never mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we should go.
Yeah,
Go ahead. You got something to
I
say.
have a question. Have y'all seen any weird storm clouds coming through here at all recently?
So, Will says, well, there was quite a calamity, not but a day or so ago. There was a storm cloud that passed through, but it kept heading further to the north.
This weird storm cloud looked like it had a mind of its own.
Yes, you mean the one that Charm and a
That's the
friend
one.
pilot. Yes, quite.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. I believe they work for Scabatha part-time, but they seem to be more mercenary than...
I was about to say, I
And
don't
true
think they work
friends.
for anyone but themselves, honestly.
Oh, you're a bunny that's wise beyond your years, you are.
But not beyond his ears.
Yeah.
Well, those are long ears. They're made to be seen.
Is this an endless
I'm growing into that.
Yeah. So So yes, I think we will go see Lorna. Next.
He says, very good. Well, if he says, kids, can I trust that the getaway gang can take care of themselves in my absence? And
we've got another one coming with us.
Oh, well, I was gonna. Will, can we borrow your unicorn costume?
he says, borrow it. Well, that was going to be my suggestion. He says, I think you're going to need it to get close to the lake.
Yes.
He says,
Little Oak, can you tell us anything about the flying snake that is around?
The Jabberwock
Yes.
with eyes of flame.
That thing's
Yes.
scary.
From what I recollect, it lairs in the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Oh no.
Palace of Heart's Desire. Okay.
That's in the
I have
last.
that mirror.
He says that used to be our beloved Archfae's home until the hags took over.
We have a mirror of Erised hanging in our entryway at the house.
Hmm?
We got it from Pottery Barn for the kids.
Nice.
So they can check themselves in the mirror when they go out. It's a mirror of Erised.
The mirror of what?
Harry Potter.
From Harry Potter, it's the mirror. You know,
I've
Yeah.
never
what you
seen
see
Harry
is your
Potter.
heart's desire. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Right? The mirror of Erised. Erised backwards is desire.
I got you. I never watched any of the Harry Potter stuff.
More random.
We got all the books and stuff.
Mhm.
I actually went to the place down in Orlando. Right? So we've eaten at the what is this? Big and West one?
3 broomsticks.
Say again? No, the one we got.
All right. Let's take a break here because I
Thank
need
you.
to bow.
Yep. I need to see some
Okay.
self-reliance.
Peanut butter.
2 unicorns.
Jelly roll.
I wonder
All right,
if
so,
one unicorn has
you
two
guys-
horns if it's a vibrant.
Stop.
Stop. So they've suggested going and seeing Lamorna and getting her wisdom. And Will says, when you go there, I don't think that she would appreciate your carnivorous and very large companions who have been accompanying you. So we can look after your owlbear and your lion here, because I really don't think that was the sort of first impression you want to make with a unicorn.
They couldn't stay back.
See,
I don't think it would be the ideal gesture of goodwill.
They can protect
No pun on
the
my
trees.
name intended.
except maybe even the beasts are united in this cause.
Well, we're going in a distraction, maybe?
So
Maybe yeah, okay, because
I'm not asking
the
for them
Owlbears
to go
got
to the
distracted,
island
like
and
really
approach the
distracted.
unicorns
Oh,
with us,
very
but
gnarly.
travel to help guard us. And then
It says
stay at
you
us.
don't really have a good sense of smell, do you?
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
There's
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Okay.
Unicorns are very, very, very hoity.
Yes. Okay. But I think they would understand that.
Yes, we can. Little Winterbow. I'm pretty sure he can speak with them. He's a ranger, same as you.
Yeah.
So he can look after your friends while you're heading out that way.
Okay.
Oh, we'll leave Winterbow here as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
I mean, he probably
Mar-
doesn't
Mar-
want to walk all the way out there.
Somebody's got to babysit.
And his
yeah,
knees hurt.
Margot, Robin, and Clapper Claw are going to stay behind as well.
Okay.
Because
Half our army.
yes,
Yeah, but we're the new faces.
correct.
Yes.
So Voltair's like, that all sounds all well and good, but I'm not going to be the horse's ass.
You always are, buddy.
He just claps you on the shoulders and says, only when I'm trying to come down to your level.
Oh man. Now this is a costume built for kids, right? Relatively small folk.
Mm-hmm.
Would I
Okay.
be able to wear it? Like Zelric?
Well,
Or would we have to?
Well, we've got one small
we
with
got
us.
2 smalls.
You've got
Yeah.
2 smalls with you, yes.
Probably the ears.
Or it could just simply, and Will says, or it could simply be a taller unicorn, I suppose.
We'll figure it out.
Either one works.
I mean,
Well,
what?
because I was thinking I have speak with animals. I don't know if anyone else, if they got
I
two
like
unicorns,
it.
would
You're
be able to
standing
speak
on
with them.
top of her head for the front. So you should do someone in the back.
He can be the horse fast.
Oh,
It was Ice Cube. It
Oh,
was.
rats.
So we're trying to figure out who's going to wear this costume for when we get to the edge of this lake. Someone could.
We got to get to the lake first. Why don't we get out there
Yeah,
first?
let's
We'll be two gnomes in a trench coat in the front, and then you be the horses behind.
head to the lake.
Because I didn't
Oh,
know
I'm definitely the top.
what language do unicorns speak.
Well, yeah, you
I
can't
asked.
carry me.
He says,
It's
"Oh,
my
I'm
point.
pretty sure they speak the same one that you were using when you were conversing with your bunny friend and Little Oak there. At least that's what it sounds like to me." Your
Sylvan?
Sylvan, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the unicorn speak Sylvan. Very cool.
Quite right. Quite right.
Okay.
I almost think they'd speak celestial.
No,
Something.
so they're
Yeah.
I think I have that.
All right. So you guys head out with leaving your all your ungainly NPCs behind.
Yep.
Our menagerie.
Your menagerie.
Dude, that could be our name.
Menagerie.
Menagerie.
The Menagerie.
the circus of what?
The manic
Menage.
menagerie, the massive.
Hey,
menagerie.
when someone goes, and we are the Menagerie.
Yeah, the merciless menagerie.
I mean, that works as well as anything, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's definitely an accurate descriptor.
the manic
Hey,
Managerial.
I mean,
The Manic Menagerie.
Manic Menagerie, yes.
Eminem.
Yes. Eminem.
The what say you? Everybody seems to be.
We can be the manic menagerie.
Stuart.
There
Eminem.
were, yeah.
No, Stuart says no.
Yeah, no, okay, just keep it simple. Menagerie.
The menagerie.
The Menagerie. Okay.
So with the
Okay.
with the help of of Will
Good thing.
and Little Oak giving you guys some tips on how to
Now I gotta
navigate,
look up how to spell that.
Menagerie.
with him giving you some tips on how to navigate, I'll allow you guys to do rolls with survival at advantage. You might want to have someone other than the ranger who always gets lost and
that
has
guy.
had his sense of direction stolen by Hag.
Big plus
Try to
here.
navigate.
Didn't he get it?
+3 on survival. Anybody get better?
Yeah.
I got +4, but again, my directions sense is not.
Yeah, his
King.
sense of direction was literally stolen
Mine's +4.
by the next tag we're trying to get to.
I can sense survival and other things, but as far as going from one place to the other, I'm not very great at it.
Well, Stuart, why don't you help me, and I'm going to guide myself and
I can give
have
him
the
advantage.
advantage as well. We good with that?
Yeah.
Sure, that works.
That must be frustrating.
You have no clue.
I mean, they ended up in the
Well,
material.
I couldn't do that again if I tried.
What did you do? 2 1s?
No, 2 19s and a 3
Wow.
+4. So
Big number.
yeah. So what is that? 22, 26.
That's amazing.
Was it 26 hit?
So you guys have little trouble finding the correct way towards your destination. As you are approaching the area where you think you're supposed to be, go ahead and give me a perception check, Ranger.
Can I assist with that?
You're navigating.
Oh, okay.
I imagine when our party rolls up, it's like that Prince Ali number from Aladdin.
I don't really see much, unless that was an advantage.
What'd you get?
7.
Big advantage having little kids the past decade. All the Disney.
So as you guys are navigating, feeling pretty good and making good time, you did end up having supper at Little Oak before you headed back out because you've been up for a while at this point. As you're walking along, you notice that
Keep it warm.
that the shrubs and whatnot seem to shift around you, and there's a shaking in the trees all around you, and the bushes seem to step forth and become larger and spikier, and you see from out of a tree just ahead of you a figure emerge, the silhouette of a woman, and you see her reach up and like pull down one of the tree branches, which forms itself into into a scimitar, and she says, "Who are you and why are you here?"
And who are you?
He says,
We're the menagerie. We just came up with it. We're actually kind of proud.
Yes.
he says, "Why do you?" He says, "Why do you smell of predators? Why do you smell of blood?"
Well, we
Well,
have
it's
a
been-
pet owlbear and a pet lion, but we left them being babysat so that they didn't scare people.
She says, "No." She's just like swinging her sword, and she seems like really agitated and angry.
My dear, I think
come
you need
to
to
help
calm
you.
down.
Okay, someone give me a diplomacy check to try and calm her down.
Hang on.
You made me want to put the phone down? Wait,
We got
witch's
No,
house?
I will do,
Calm emotions.
no.
Command?
No, detect thoughts.
Detect thoughts? Okay.
Because I
What's
have
the saving throw
I-
DC on that?
I have the helm of telepathy.
Telepathy? Okay. What's the save DC on that?
Where are mine?
Let's see, what's your
Items.
proficiency modifier and your wisdom?
Helm of
No,
telepathy.
it's got its own.
It's got its own. Save DC
the helmet
is 13.
front, yeah.
13. All right, so she fails her saving throw, and you can detect her thoughts, and in her mind, she's just going over and over again. Show these villains the true meaning of revenge for destroying thither, for plunging Prismere into darkness. She seems like she can't distinguish like you guys from anyone else, and
Right.
she's
But now that I've detected thoughts, I also have the ability to cast suggestion.
okay.
And so I tell her, calm down. We are here to help you enter rid Prismere of Scapatha.
Okay, so what's your suggestion?
Calm down.
It's got,
Calm down.
yeah,
Calm down.
it's got to be very
Oh,
simple.
you just told
Okay.
a woman to calm down.
Yeah, no, let us help you.
Yes, let us help you. Yeah, good job.
Everyone's good looking.
All right. Let's see. So I'm assuming the save DC on the suggestion is the same as the
I'll
helmet.
survive.
Believe so.
While focusing on a creature with detect thoughts, you can use an action to cast suggestion spell. Save DC
I
is
couldn't do
13.
that again.
Okay, that's a nat 1. So I rolled a 2 and a 1 back to back.
Ooh.
So she kind of, when you say that you want to help, she looks at you and her head kind of cockwise, and she says, "You want to help Meadowleaf?"
Yes.
We
We're
want to
here
help.
we're here to help
Hither?
Prismere.
Thither.
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 She
With
says,
a
"But how can you help Meadowleaf? She cut down my tree. I have nowhere to go." And she just kind of crumples up to the ground and is hugging her knees and just kind of rocking back and forth, crying.
Oh,
She cut down your tree.
Yes, my tree. It's gone. It's gone. She threw me in the fire. I'm all that's left.
You
We
know
will
a tree?
We will help you get your revenge. We will rid Prismere of her.
Rid Prismere of Scapatha.
Yes.
Of Nightshade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please do. She's destroying it. It's fraying at the edges. See, my friends, their leaves gone, brown, crumpled away, their bark sloughing off.
Did you say that she was human, right?
Mm-mm.
She's human. She's humanoid. She looks vaguely like an elf, but almost as if she was like sculpted from wood. But her appearance, it almost looks like she's like starting to splinter at points on her, kind of like wood that hasn't been cured properly and starts to splinter and split.
Okay.
So, speaking to her in Sylvan?
Mhm.
She understands? Okay.
Yeah. So she says, so you're not trying to capture the getaway gang?
No, they sent us.
Yes. They sent
We're
us.
working with them.
She says,
Will. They sent us.
She says, "You know Will?"
Yes.
Hmm.
We're trying to
And
gather.
Bobby. Sloan.
Oh, yeah, the boy's going to grow up with use axes. And she says,
Maybe she
Maybe
should
he likes
go-
hammers.
Yes.
Maybe
I
she
think he's
should
more
go
of a
hang
hammer.
out in Little Oak. Being in a
Hammer?
tree might help.
maybe. She says, well,
I can't
if you
speak
can,
Sylvan.
she says, if you can restore Zybilna to power, maybe the other drives won't suffer my fate. She says, here, take these. And she goes over to wanders out of view for a moment, and the little spiky shrubs that emerged kind of follow her, and then like part ways for you to follow. And you can see in the distance there's like a big sycamore tree that's fallen over and is rotting and whatnot. And she goes over to one of the branches and just kind of concentrates on it. And this one branch, it starts to grow a little bit greener for a moment until a seed pod forms, and she plucks it off from her hand and returns to you. And she says, "Here, this is all the aid that I can give you for helping
What she
with
said.
Scabatha."
Thank you.
And
Thanks, that.
it's she says these will help you to avoid her notice.
How do we use them? What?
She says, "You eat them. They're my seeds."
You
And
get bushy, you're camouflage.
she says they'll help you to pass without trace.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was all in Sylvan, right?
Yeah, it was all in Sylvan.
I'm just like,
He understands.
I understand all this shit.
Wexley's the only other one that's
Not speak
understood any
Sylvan.
of this. And okay, you did
Sylvan,
too.
yeah.
Okay.
I know Common and Goblin, and that's it.
So she says go in peace and get my sisters our revenge.
Yes. And may you find peace.
And she just kind of goes back to the tree stump and sits down and just kind of becomes still. And after a while, you almost can't see her anymore.
Maybe she should go hang out in Little Oak.
So she's a sycamore.
But maybe being around a tree that's alive.
You need to listen to the song about the trees.
What song about the trees?
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
Are you talking about the one from Lord of the Rings? Or?
No, the trees. The journey.
The Journey song?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
I'll send
Okay.
it to Discord.
Yeah, and I'll probably go, oh, as soon as I hear it.
No, well, not journey.
So
Rush.
she blends back into the forest.
Rush.
and-
Sorry.
She does. She lends away. So you guys could, with Wexley's help navigating, you continue on.
Oh, well,
We'll follow this rabbit trail and that rabbit trail and
well, that ended my use of my Helm of Telepathy.
Yep.
It cannot be used again until next dawn.
Oh.
Well, it's a good use of it, though.
Okay.
Dang it.
I need to clarify.
It worked.
Does that mean like 24 hours?
You don't know yet.
It
We don't
literally
know.
says next dawn. It's a magic loophole.
Okay.
So you guys continue on through the
At least it wasn't
through this
success.
through this forest.
We need to be careful of that
Eventually,
wording.
eventually the topography begins to change, and instead of the gloomy, kind of heavy and sagging trees that you've been making your way through, you eventually the trees start to become a bit more lively, and you can hear the sound of water lapping on the distant shore. Let me get another map up here.
you know what we don't got? We don't got no boat.
And we don't need to be cutting down anything here. We do have Robert has a tree. Technically, a tree might be able to swim.
Right.
Um,
Oh, that tree.
Well, maybe they're a doctor or something nearby.
Yeah. We'll have to
I don't
see
think I
when
want
we
to
get
be
there.
swimming.
So the kids So the snarky one, she says, well, after you get to the shores of the lake, you won't need the costume anymore. But if you want to get Lamorna's attention, you need to swim out to a little island in the middle and light a fire in the brazier, and that'll get her attention, and she'll come and talk with you.
We gotta swim out. Okay.
She says, but Lamorna doesn't allow any other fires to burn in her woods. So, you know.
I mean,
That's good to know.
Deep lake? We'll find out by temperature.
So you guys get there, and let's see. So you guys get to within sight of the lake. It's about 1,000 feet away. As the forest sort of thins out, there's not as much underbrush. It's clear here. And you can see that mist drifts over the surface of the small lake. Forested crags line the shores on one side of the lake, and mossy rocks protrude from the shallows. And near the center of it, you can see a small rocky island.
Is that one there?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's this one here.
To the point, anything looks like a ferry, a boat, or anything?
I almost asked for a rope of useful
1,000
items.
feet away,
I probably got a boat attached to it right now.
Oh, that would have been awesome. A rope of useful items.
A robe.
A robe.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any dead wood or anything hanging around?
That was a good show.
What was that?
Dead wood.
Why did we just remove the link?
Yeah.
The battery down? Let's see, which one restores the link? Not that one.
Yes. There we go. I think.
Okay.
Okay.
That was kind of weird. I don't know why that stopped working.
I mean, the battery looks like it's.
They're full. I mean, they're plugged in.
So if we found some dead wood, we could use that as a flotation device.
Right. Shield can, but not with a backpack.
Right.
I hear, most
Rabbits
field
can
soldiers
swim.
will carry a wooden shield because it can float as opposed to a metal shield. It's easier to replace. But if you have a backpack on, it's not enough to keep you afloat. Right?
So
Oh, rabbits can swim.
Benito.
Maybe.
yes.
As you guys are so you guys at this point, I guess, are donned your unicorn outfit.
I guess. What? You're gonna. Don?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like the logical thing.
All right.
Okay, so there's only about enough space under this unicorn outfit for the lot of you to fit under it, because it was made for children. So Voltan is like, all right, well, I guess you guys go on ahead because I don't think I can fit in there with y'all. So
There's not 5 of us in there.
So as the fake unicorn starts making way, anyone who's not inside of it can't proceed.
Wait. So how many of us can fit in this?
Well, about both of them are skinny. He's stout, and then you two can sit on each other's shoulders.
She'd be sitting on my shoulders because I'm stunk.
Yes, it's true. So you guys can fit in. It can fit 4 people equivalent in it.
So
And
all of
Voltan
us.
would make 5. So,
All right.
So all of us minus him.
yeah.
Minus all time.
He says, probably better for the ones who actually, know how to speak with Fae. Go on in.
Well, what the heck am I doing here? But
And besides, I think Stu knows how to swim better than I do. I'm a farm boy. Well, city slicker. I'd like to stay on the farm. Yeah.
I'm gonna hang back and keep if I can see wherever I can see the island from.
He says, no, you go on ahead. I'll keep watch out here.
Okay.
the DM hath spoken.
All right, have fun.
Yes.
Tired of NPCs.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Well, if we could magically send him back home.
I tried to make him step into a goddamn fairy circle, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Sorry for we're cautious.
Yeah.
All right. So, Voltan, as you're getting ready to put on, Benito, as you're getting ready to step into the last thing, you swear that you feel like you're being watched. But you look all over the place and you don't see anything. It's just some kind of creepy feeling you get.
Can I try to investigate or see if I can figure out what's going on?
You can certainly try.
All right. I guess try to use my perception. I don't have anything for perception, but I can give it a try. All right. 3.
Search your feelings, Luke. You know it to be true.
I have a whole ton of dice at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring this.
All right.
Do you say anything in that?
Yeah, I'll say, hey, I feel like I'm being watched. Does anybody else have that feeling?
I mean, you're behind me, so yeah.
Creepy voice. What I
You got a rabbit's tail in your face.
You got a face full of rabbit butt. That's all you got right now.
Wexley, you too feel like you're being watched uncomfortably.
I'm falling behind all this. Is
So you're the horse's ass then?
no, I'm not in the thing.
Well, then you
so
can't
you're-
come with us. You gotta be inside.
I gotta be inside the horse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
all this stuff.
Fine, I'll be in the back.
All right.
So does anybody else have that feeling? Anybody want to
So
do a perception?
Wexley, you feel this kind of like uncomfortable closeness. You feel like you're being watched.
How many
I mean,
legs
kind
does
of, but I
horse?
think you're talking about something else.
I'm just trying to do the physics here. We got 2, 4.
Does it feel like somebody's scrying on me?
He's on
8
my
legs.
shoulders.
Does it feel like somebody's scrying
2,
on us?
4, 6, 8 pair
There
of
you
legs.
Give me an Arcana check.
I think they were each supposed to be the legs, and you were supposed to be
12.
the middle.
Yeah.
Well, probably 12 minus 1.
That's the way he made
No,
it
just
sound.
12.
No, I'm saying the sheet and the whole contraption is only so big. It was made for kids.
Okay.
Right. So we're both legs. He's in between, and then they're at the head.
So
Okay.
12 on my Arcana check.
12. You don't see any. You don't notice any scrying sensors or anything like that. No.
Maybe it's just being in this horse unicorn costume.
Just randomly Eldritch blast something. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
All right. We just accept that we feel uncomfortably watched and proceed on.
I
Okay.
can imagine why somebody be watching us.
I always feel like.
So
Well, is it
Of course they would. Have you seen us?
Yeah.
It's gotta be Lorna.
We are fabulous.
Could be.
Hey. So you guys, with this costume garbing you, it is kind of It is kind of tight in here because of the fact that it was made for chillins. But with you two stacked up, you two uncomfortably close, and Stu bringing up the rear, he's just kind of barely getting his head up under
I'm
there.
like this with the shield and all. I'm trying to just keep all
It'd
that
probably be
silliness
better if both
ahead
of us
me.
were on riding on your shoulders.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Or on Stu's shoulders. He's stouter.
Yeah, that'd probably be better if
Yeah,
you could
'cause
carry
actually,
both of us.
If Stu was in the front with the shield up
Mm-hmm.
front, and then like
This makes
someone
more
sitting on his
sense.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whose
Okay.
shoulders
Now we
am I
only
sitting
have-
on?
3 pairs of legs.
I can carry both of these.
Right.
Yeah, they're both
And then
light.
we're just heading
So,
up the
We
back.
are we.
Yeah, and this is so you're gonna be the neck, you're gonna be the head with the big ears.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense. And then you can hold up the unicorn
Yeah.
horn by sticking your hand out its mouth.
I turn the head
And poke it up through like this.
Yeah.
And are you using the wooden horn that they had, or are you using the unicorn horn that you guys have?
No, we're using theirs at the moment.
Yeah.
We would
Yeah,
never.
you don't want to make that part of the costume. That's like a holy relic at this point.
Yeah. I would think that would
Also,
right.
probably recognize it and get really angry.
Yeah.
That is entirely possible. All right, you guys, in your excellent unicorn costume, managed to
I know what that was.
managed to fool the wayward pool into granting you passage, and you make your way through the woods until you're finally able to make your way to the shores of the lake.
Okay.
And
Oh,
at which
okay.
point, upon reaching the shore of the lake, you no longer feel that sort of repulsing force anymore that you felt at the forest's edge.
So we can take the, I think it's safe to take off the outfit, the costume.
Well, I mean, if it throws us back, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting out of here.
No.
All right, so
I mean, you might
get
be
out.
out
You
of
get
there.
out from inside the costume, and here on the shores of the lake, it feels fine. You're not feeling like you're getting pushed out anymore.
I put the costume in the bag of holding.
Do we have a bag?
We don't.
I do.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, okay.
That was my gift from Nib.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to look around and see if there's any boats or anything like that.
I can't be detected anyway. Just pointing that out.
What was,
Just love that smile.
what was the reason for that? Did you take one of the?
Amulet of proof against detection.
Oh, right. You can't be scryed upon or anything else like
Correct.
that. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So So it looks like the little islet in the middle of the lake is about 250 feet away. The water in the lake is fairly still, but it does get fairly deep as well. Looks like it's probably about 30 feet deep once you get out past the shoals.
That's a big nope.
Yeah. Any boats or anything like that? Any docks that we can see?
Give me a perception check.
Somebody with perception? Not me.
+4.
+6.
Okay. Bless or
No, yeah, I'll guide myself.
guidance. That's what I meant.
Are you helping me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's a little better. 20, dirty 20.
So you do not see any boats or rafts, no canoes, kayaks, or flotation devices of any sort.
Kid
around
said
here.
to swim. I think that it might
And
be
no
the
ship
swim.
wood
Yeah.
that we could use as a flotation.
All
No,
right.
this place looks like it's fairly.
Cleaned out.
This place looks like it's fairly still well alive with the power of the Feywild.
No
This
dead
does not
wood,
look like
not
a place
log or
to
anything.
fish, does it?
Huh?
This does not look like a place I should be fishing.
I mean, it might have fish.
They could eat you.
I'll just say, I think we should just swim for it.
Alright.
No, it's got all those jellyfish that don't have stingers and tentacles.
I mean,
There's a
yeah.
lake
Do we
that has
see
jellyfish
anything in the
that
water
don't
that
have
would be harmful? I mean,
You
I don't think
don't-
from
you
what I
don't-
hear.
Well, you guys were looking around. You don't notice anything inauspicious about the water. I mean, you spot what looks like a couple of brightly colored koi
Okay.
in the
Alright.
pond.
You know that's
Nothing
how
to
the
it but to go
Titanic
for it.
ended up, right?
Get on in, buddy.
All right.
I'm taking my
Think
equipment
Titanic.
and armor off. I ain't trying to swim and be weighed down.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys do have a bag of holding in your group, so you can toss anything heavy.
Yeah.
Hey,
in there.
can I borrow
You can
some
also
space?
For what?
I'm wearing
Armor.
armor chain with that one.
This, my mace,
Not
my shield, my crossbow, all of my crossbow bolts,
Scale mill would be pretty heavy, right?
my backpack,
Yeah.
priest pouch.
Okay, everybody's
all
crap
those-
go in the bag of holding.
Okay, cool.
You know, there used to be a coin limit on that, but that's okay. That's back in the dark age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Before
Yeah,
this,
so
This,
Yeah, so mostly if
this
you're
random bottle.
yeah, so mostly if your armor weight is like medium or heavier, I'll apply disadvantage on the acrobatic or the athletics check to swim.
I got
So
light.
as long as it's light or less, then you can just roll your athletics.
Alright, I'm
normally.
fine.
Because I've got chain.
Yeah,
Can I get
so
a
that's
blast on
chain.
those before I
Chain
go?
is pretty heavy, so you might
My
want to
athletics
stow
is
that
not
for
very
I
now.
want you to take off the chain.
How about this?
Not blessed.
It
yeah,
comes
it's
off?
Bless is actually a great idea.
I don't think Bless works on skill checks, though, does it? I thought it was just attack rolls and saving throws.
No,
Hey, look, swimming
I
across.
think
that
it's skill checks, not saving.
in chainmail. You don't swim in chainmail.
No,
You sink.
yeah, and that's I took that off too.
Yep.
Yep, all the heavy
I
stuff
took
going in the
scale off.
bag.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me double
Now,
check on
I
Bless.
don't
Let
keep.
me take a look here. See.
No, I'm putting everything in the bag. The only, yeah, because my unarmed strike is +6 5
You
points.
bless up to 3
Oh,
creatures
nice.
of your choice within range.
Got a nice punch on you.
Whenever a
I can
target
knock
makes an
somebody out
attack
if I
roll
have
or a
to.
saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Yeah, there it is.
So
Attack
saving-
roll or
so-
saving throw.
Attack
yeah.
rolls and saving throws, not checks.
Not checks. Yep.
Yeah.
Or ability.
What about guidance? Guidance.
You can
is
do
for
guidance for
One
one
person.
person.
For one person, okay.
one person over and over
One
and over
person,
again,
one
though.
thing, though. Well, how it's got to be some. Is it infinite?
It's a
Uh,
cantrip.
Ramp.
It is a cantrip. However, I don't think it's. I think it's up
10
to.
minutes.
I just looked it up and I don't remember.
I think it lasts for a minute.
I think it's a minute, but it
I thought it was a one and done.
You can cast it on each person and let us swim across into each one at a time.
How far is it across?
250 feet.
That's more than a minute.
Yeah, that's more than a minute.
Yeah, that's
yeah, but it'd get us at least the first.
unless
You
you
get us
down
started.
unless you down to your skivvies, that's a good
Yes.
5
I
minutes.
say we cast Blessed on the
5
the ranger
minutes
and
swim.
have him go at it.
But it still won't. The bless won't work for
The bless doesn't work.
Not Bless, excuse me.
Guidance.
guidance.
Cast
Okay.
guidance on the ranger and have him go at it and see if he makes it across.
I mean,
No, you can make that in 5. Even in your cloak, you
Well,
can make that in 5.
Bless would just help, or guidance would just help you get started. Once you're there, it doesn't have to be the whole time.
It is concentration.
Concentration.
Okay.
For how long then?
A minute.
I mean, okay.
It wouldn't last the whole time anyway.
All right.
All right. So
I should say we go for it.
Just-
I think you're right. Let's go for it.
well, if any of you aren't confident in your swimming, you can always stay on the shore, I suppose.
I'm going to give it a try. Somebody might have to rescue me, but we'll go for it.
I'll know well enough to turn back if it ain't working.
Well, if it's not working for you, you're the strongest swimmer here, so.
I've got a 6 in athletics. Plus 6.
Yeah, you and Pickle are the two
Hey,
strongest
I'm gonna
swimmers.
use my inspiration point.
Okay.
How do you do that?
If
So
you
you do-
fail, yeah.
It
So
just
if
gives
you don't
you
like your
advantage.
roll, you can say you're using it, and then you can
And
roll
you
it
got a 2 pickle.
a second time and
Aaron,
choose the better
whatever
two
your
rolls.
choice.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Dahlia. That's my Norris.
Not using that one. 20 now.
All right, so you with that good of a roll, I'll
I'm
say
gonna
that you
ride
can
on his
assist
back.
someone else getting across if they're having a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll wait to see.
Finally got a good roll.
I'm going to ride on his back like a surfboard.
No, if anyone gets a bad roll, he can
Don't
help
push
them.
it.
Did
Same
I
for
ever
you.
see the mummy?
I'm
The
going
second
God.
mummy movie?
Myself.
All right.
Okay.
Dude,
Wait, what is
What are we
your
going? Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Athletics.
what is your athletics,
17.
Anita?
I
You got
zero.
17?
Yeah.
You
so
thought-
I rolled
You
one.
take it. Actually, I'm going guide Anita. All right,
So I got +6, so that's
because I at least have a +1.
I got a
17.
7.
17. Okay.
I got a 10 with the guidance.
Okay. 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you end up needing the soggy bunny ends up needing help from
He doesn't
from
like
Stu to
getting
get
wet.
across. Lest you turn
You
the
just,
lake
you
into
just climb
rabbits.
up on my back, and I'll just carry you across. Remember
Yeah.
the whole alligator and frog thing, though?
Well, thanks for the blast.
Yeah, just play Frogger across the
Or the
across the
guidance
lake.
on me.
Yeah.
You know, it's the alligator and the frog, right?
I mean, a D4 wasn't going to save that. That was a
Yeah.
4.
So, yeah.
So-
maybe
The
you just
same
landed
thing.
on the steward's back. Maybe you
All
just-
right, so it takes some of you a bit longer than others to get across the lake. What'd you do again, Zora?
That's 7.
7?
Yeah, I'm going to struggle a bit too.
Swallowed some
So,
water.
so
Though I'm a
Pickle,
ranger, I should be-
Pickle ends up
Thank
helping you a little bit. You don't need too much help, just a little bit of work on your form.
Right.
But
Oh, thank you.
with some assistance, you guys manage to make it across. Benito decides to take it easy and just do the backstroke, since that's the easiest way to stay.
I'm going to sit
afloat.
here for a second.
You know,
Just remember, arch your back. All you gotta do is arch your back,
That-
and you'll naturally
It was a
float.
little strenuous.
Yes.
Time.
Yeah. So you guys make it across, and you're it's taking a while to catch your breath for some of you, but and you're all thoroughly
I
wet
hope
now.
you get everybody all situated.
You guys are definitely thoroughly wet now. Definitely have advantage on saving throws against fire should they be needed.
Does prestidigitation get rid of the wet?
You can, if you want to cast prestidigitation repeatedly, you can squeegee each person out one at a time if you want.
Who wants to be dried out? Bunny?
Please.
I'll dry the bunny out.
I'll be dry.
I'm fixing to put on some chafing armor, so please.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm
My
going to
stuff.
dry everybody off.
What's the password?
I'll get down. They can't have
Burn?
a fire out here, right?
Well, no,
They said the
only fire.
They said that the only spot where fire will work is on a little brazier in the center of this islet.
I get my cuts, utensils, and whatnot, okay, and go. Seriously, I got that. Click on the thing, and I'm gonna go slide up a fire on the
It was
brazier.
clean.
Yep.
Schmuck.
That'll call the unicorn.
I mean, that seems like a lot of work. If you want to, that's perfectly fine. But I'm just
if you want
saying.
to get fancy about it, I can show it to you. We're done.
I mean, that's up to you. I'm just saying, if you don't want to waste the tinder.
All right, fine.
All right.
Is it?
Is it?
But when we
like
do
you
this,
said,
We'd only burn there
unicorn.
anyway. So
Fair enough.
Let's
All right.
call the unicorn.
Hold up. Are you guys
we gotta
having
light-
like a
we
measure
gotta light the
contest
burn.
about who's
Call
got
the
a fire?
unicorn. Right,
All right, so who
I don't know
is
what
light-
that is, but
Hey, one at a time. Who's lighting the fire and how?
Money.
Okay, fine.
The
The funny
furry
is that-
one volunteered to play with fire.
That
Is
sounds
it
great.
he's a
Sacred
fire.
flame.
Sacred flame.
Sacred flame is radiant damage.
Burning hands.
Oh, wait a second. Maybe I have.
So you're going to spend a spell slot rather than letting the cook use his.
I got matches, dude.
All right, fine.
So you see him do a sacred flame, and the brazier lights up with a burst of radiant energy, which then fades and dissipates, and the logs remain as they were before.
I'll do a minor illusion.
Right,
to make it
alright,
look like
don't
a
like
burning.
yourself.
I'm gonna toss my.
I'm just gonna do a minor illusion.
I'm
to make it
watching
look
the
like it's
bunny while I'm
burning.
doing this.
Then I'll pat you on the back and good job.
Quiet, let's make some spells.
Hold up. Wait, I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I'm watching the bunny while I'm sitting there, about like it's on the back of my hand.
Oh, he sets it on
That
fire.
seems a lot easier than what
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a survival check at advantage.
Okay,
For sad.
19 to start plus 6.
He gets it started like almost immediately.
Yeah.
So while everyone else is arguing, he's just like, he's like, the guys are extra, and he just goes,
You're just itching to set something on fire.
and
He's a pyro bunny.
as it does, you can see the flame.
Everybody
You can see the flames
Pyro
rise up,
bunny.
and it kind of shifts from the flames. Kind of
There
shift
you go.
from. Oh wow!
He said that. He's
Yeah.
worn that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's a sad bunny.
So as you guys sit there consoling the sad bunny, after a moment, you see the lakeshore mists part to reveal a white horse with a single gleaming horn on her brow. She stands perfectly still on the shore of the islet, observing you all silently.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Lorna. Greetings.
Bow.
Is that her-
Bow and
is
kneel.
that
Bow
her-
slightly.
Okay.
Is that her
Bow
name?
to
No,
her.
not everyone's not bow slightly. Everyone on your knee.
We follow
I'm
Stuart.
shorter than you.
Okay, very well.
All right, so you guys all take a knee in reverence to the unicorn, and
I practice my.
you do a little curtsy, and she nods her head to you and says, I appreciate your gracefulness. Please rise.
Do I understand her?
Yes, she's speaking in it. Each of you is actually able to understand her in your native language.
Oh.
Was it telepathy?
And she said, no, she's speaking.
Oh,
but you
okay.
can
It
hear
is
her in your
actual
native
speech. Okay.
language. And she says,
You're a translator.
she says, my name is Lamorna. What brings you to the shores of the wayward pool?
We understand you have a particular grudge with the witch that's in control of this land, and we'd like to get rid of her as well.
You speak of Scabbeth the Nightshade, the one that
Indeed.
the others call Granny.
Yes. I am in service of Zabilna,
How I miss Sibylla.
and it is my duty to return her.
Duty.
If that is your aim, young Venito, then I will gladly lend you my aid.
And we also understand you're missing a mate.
She knows your name.
She says, "Yes, my dear Eladon. His horn was restrained and his horn removed by that vile hag, and I've not seen him since. I've no idea what's become of him, but I can sense that he is yet still alive in some form or another."
Do you have any ideas how we might be able to locate him?
She stands there and she thinks for a while.
We may have a way of bringing him back.
She says, if I knew that, I think I would have found him by now. But she says, I do know that if you are able to locate him, if you can restore his horn to him, then that would restore him to his true form.
Do you know who Charm was?
Oh, yes, the Darkling Elder. I'm familiar with her, though we do not get along well, no.
Out of character, isn't there a spell
She had
for
an item
finding
that we took from her.
something?
Locate
Says-
object.
I mean,
She says, what-
finding traps right
She
here.
We have the object.
She
Is
says,
that an object?
she says, oh, do tell, Zara.
So I show
What's your
her the.
names?
Her eyes go wide when she sees it, and she kneels down. She touches it with her own horn, and it resonates. I know it's almost like if you struck a bell and you can see it like reverberating in place. Except it's like it almost looks like magic emanating from it when she touches it with her own horn.
Magical tuning fork.
And you feel a pressure wave of magic almost seems to ripple across the lake, dispersing the mist into the trees on the far side. And she says, "That is definitely Eladon's horn." She says, "You mean to tell me that Charm had it in her possession?"
Yes.
How bizarre.
So we're halfway there. Now we just gotta find Eldon.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can use the horn to locate him?
She says, I'm not certain. I've never had. She says, I'm in my present state. I've never had this happen to myself personally. But
I thought maybe the horn could resonate with him or something and lead us to him.
if it gets close, then perhaps it's worth a shot. Whatever form he's in now, you may yet be able to recognize him by his sheen. Eladon had a silvery sheen to his coat.
Like Owlbear? No.
Like what?
No, that was
Like
Barney.
Opalescence or
No, but almost like if you could imagine a pool of molten silver. That was the sheen of his
Well,
of
the
his coat.
owlbear was silver.
No, he's wearing scale barding.
armor. Yeah, that was being what I am. That's my first thought.
Okay.
But no, that description is something a little different.
we have not seen anyone or anything like that
Says, well,
as of yet.
A history check?
Yeah, right?
History of this place? Who knows?
Well, see if anyone city's
Who's
been
from
See if that rings any bells.
Yeah.
you can go ahead and make one if you want.
Or,
Like, have we come across someone that
Have we
kind of
come-
sort of fits
yeah.
that description?
17. What is that? Let me see if there's a minus to
Plus
that. There'd be anything to be a minus to it.
history?
No, plus 2.
So 19.
19. You do not recall hearing anything. You're pretty confident that.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. Alright.
All right.
I'm not.
So we got this. We can, as in our travels, we keep our eyes open. Okay, and in attempting to get rid of this witch, okay, we're trying to gather forces, right? And can she offer us any advice? And who can help us in our campaign?
Or does she know of a weakness that
A weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I'm aware that Scabatha does have one key weakness. The first creature she sees upon waking, she forgets.
Oh, I'm gonna wake her up.
Or does she sleep?
That is the thing. She sleeps in a magical dollhouse within her abode.
Within the dollhouse.
Indeed,
magical
she can change her size.
Hey, if she number one, she can't know I'm there. But the first thing she sees is me. she will doubly not know I'm there.
Well, so the non-detection thing that you've got prevents you from being located via magical scrying.
Correct.
So somebody can still see you, but they just can't
Correct.
they can't use a scrying spell to locate you
Right.
or
So
locate
nothing
person.
so anything she's got set up to detect an intruder, magical thing to just scry an intruder,
Mm-hmm.
right, would not see me.
Correct. Yeah, so
Okay.
you're basically impervious to divination type magic of that
Why
sort.
did he shove
And-
the dollhouse into
And we
the
also
back
have
hole?
the item of pass without trace.
Hey.
Yes, you do have
Well,
one.
it has to be small enough.
Yeah, the Dryads did give you 3
Mhm.
seeds that allow pass
Right.
without trace.
Yeah, so between my ability to sneak and y'all's ability to pass without trace, and we catch her unawares,
Dollhouse fire.
House fire.
well, if she gets bigified in the middle of it, I want to be there and she can't see me, right? And I can gank her quick as can be.
Benito was saying put the dollhouse in the bag of holding. Like, it has to be small enough to fit in the opening, but I don't remember how big the opening is.
I don't think this.
No,
the size
the doll
matter.
has to be big enough. She has to be big enough to fit.
Well,
in
he was
the
saying I
start
can
with.
put the whole dollhouse
I
in
know,
there. Yeah.
but if you can snatch her up out of it,
Well, so the bag of holding, if it's the same rules as in the other campaign, you can only last so long in there before you run out of
It's not-
breath.
Yeah, but if it gets damaged from the inside sufficiently, it'll
yeah.
burst
So you
and
toss somebody, you toss a witch in there, she's gonna blow it up.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing, basically. Wow, that's like super stealth because like you can sneak in there undetected. Okay, that's the thing, is sneaking it, right? Once there, if she wakes up and the first thing she sees is me and I become invisible, essentially, right? Okay, then there's an attacker in the room that she cannot see
Or remember.
or remember at all.
Well, so if you say you can't, doesn't
Do you have
remember that
invisibility?
person, that doesn't mean
Does
that.
that mean she can't see him?
they basically become like she cannot perceive that person.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's different.
That's what I was trying
Yeah,
to
she cannot
clarify.
perceive that person.
Okay.
Yep. So, like a ghost.
It's like they don't exist.
Yeah,
I am
so
being requested
we-
to watch something real quick. Just 46
And
seconds.
we need that to be probably our strongest like melee attacker. I would think.
She says that seems like a sound strategy. Yes.
Now, is it only one person?
The first creature she sees upon waking.
First creature.
Okay.
She says, I do. She says, with regards to my mate, I do recommend you. She says, I do recommend you hold on to his horn for now because I believe that you may need this to counteract whatever curse has befallen Zybilna if and when you manage to find her.
So, but
Oh, wait a second. What? No.
we need the unicorn's horn to break the curse or
So
whatever's
it's a
holding
building.
Zybilna.
So we're not going to return our mate until after we get.
She says, well, if you can restore my mate, by all means do. He can help you, but like until such time, like hold on to his horn. Don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, we will keep it safe.
She says,
Got a safe place.
Keep that not in harm's way, yes.
Yes.
like don't put the sharp pointy horn in the bag of holding, perhaps.
Because
I thought it was
it's
big enough.
technically a living thing.
Yes. Yes.
And it's pointy.
Yeah,
So that's why it's in her backpack.
Yeah, she says, Zybilna may have been vainglorious and deceitful at times, but at least her magic kept Prismere safe and isolated. This situation that's befallen us when the hags took over the Hourglass Coven, they captured my mate, stole his horn, used its magic to imprison Zybilna in the Palace of Heart's Desire.
That's where the damn
Yeah, it is.
Chapter Wookie is guarding.
Yeah, she did say that before.
She says one of the hags has to have him prisoner. I can't imagine them letting him out of their sight.
Well, it wasn't Bavlorna.
How do you know?
Because
She's
she's
dead.
dead.
Ah, well, bully to you then. That's very impressive.
It was.
You
It
go
was.
into the bully box.
I mean, I didn't land a hit. It was Oh, they're smart.
Oh, well done to all of you. And she's. Let's see. And did you guys have any additional questions for her?
I think that's pretty much it. I think this is a huge weakness to take advantage of.
So, would you happen to know? Because we've run across a couple of spells that specify until the next dawn. Would you happen to know if that means like 24 hours or if it's literally like, well...
Literal dawn or...
She says, with respect to the magic of non-fey creatures, and by that I mean, she says, I mean no disrespect, young Picala, but, nor to you, young Wexley, but you are not truly native to the Feywild any longer. She says, with respect to mortal magic, that means until you have rested and woken again.
Thank you, because we were wondering.
She says, no, it is quite understandable in this land where the sun never fully rises nor fully sets.
So how do you know our names?
She says, you knew my name.
We were told.
She says, so was I.
So who told you our names?
Well, your souls did.
Who you been talking to?
Can you tell somebody's name just by being in their presence?
Well, for my kind, yes, of course.
Ooh.
Very cool.
That is part of the power that our horns and our magic bears. That is probably no small part in how they were able to use Eladon's magic to freeze Zybilna in time, to freeze all of Prismere in time, save for this rot that ever encroaches on the periphery of the land.
So that's what's happened. They've used magic to freeze in time.
You're quite right. She says,
the hourglass coming.
Got it.
She says, now you see. She says, when Zybilna ruled Prismere, no one could enter her palace without an invitation. So it's unlikely that the Hourglass Covenant is capable of enforcing similar restrictions on the palace itself, even if they do have restrictions of that sort on these subdomains they've carved Prismere into.
I'm glad I told you Yutz is my name before this happened.
We should probably keep an eye out for an hourglass.
He says, another thing to keep your eyes out for is in the library on the second floor of the palace. That is where Zybilna always stored her most treasured tomes. However, be careful because a powerful creature, a Jabberwock, now lives in Zybilna's palace and frequently prowls the forest.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, we've had our ass kicked by it already once.
Yes, we've encountered him once. Quite powerful.
Any ideas on how to take that particular thing out of
Snickersnack. There's a sword somewhere.
What he said.
She says, for now, I think your best bet is to avoid the Jabberwock. My magic is able to keep it away from this pool, and it does frequently test my power, as it did earlier today.
Like a 2-year-old.
But I was able to rebuke it, and last I saw it, it flew away into the mists in the direction of the palace.
Yeah, we saw it flying off.
We have managed to gather some companions to help us in our fight, and your help would be greatly appreciated as well.
She says, I dare not leave this. She says, I dare not leave this pool. My magic is all that sustains this area from decaying as the rest of the forest does. Says, and then she suddenly stiffens up as if she hears something, and that's when you hear a loud "Kya!" and you see a dark figure lurch out at her with a sword drawn, and that's where we're going to end for the night.
No!
I shoot him.
Fire everything!
Got my crossbows.
All right, so we will continue there next time. Now, what does everyone's schedule look at like 2 weeks hence?
Right now,
Like for a long schedule, like a long Saturday?
Saturday or Friday. Yeah, I just want to know what we want to plan.
So that
If
would
we
be
could do a long Saturday, it would be nice again.
I would have
No, he says
I can't.
no.
Okay.
It's getting ready to be showed. So
season.
Okay, that's fair. So
That
we'll
would
be
be
looking
the
at
10th,
Friday,
or the 9th.
2 weeks hence. Anyone have scheduling conflicts?
the
No.
9th, I'm good.
Not that I'm aware of at this time.
No,
And-
I'm good.
You mean
Alright.
like regular hour 7 to whenever?
Yeah, 7 to whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, you guys made some really nice progress tonight.
I will say we made through here much
Yeah,
quicker than we did the first one, but we didn't know what we were doing for a lot.
That is definitely true. Yeah, you guys made it through a good half dozen encounters tonight, I think.
Pretend you don't know our plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can always set up a plotting
The
against the DM channel.
Well,
We didn't say it was a good plan. We said
Oh,
a plan.
Hey, any plans do better than no plan.
Here you go. Here
I
you
don't
go.
know about
Before we totally bail. The trees. Okay. Rush.
All right, I am going to stop recording.
Okay.
Okay.